Wednesday, and why is it wacky? Because it's just wacky. It just happens to be like that. So listen, if you're from Jersey, you could be whacked on Wednesday. So be happy that you're not in Jersey. But I want to say I want everyone to have a pleasant experience. We love to have a good time here. We are a place where it's safe. I don't want to hear any madness. No madness. Nobody gets insulted. Please don't break stuff here. It's for another reason. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Sunda Kronquist. I'm the director of this asylum, okay? It's an asylum, but it's what we have. And it's a great place for people who are trying to get their stuff together. You know, if you don't have a podcast, you know, we have people that can help. But right now, this is all about stand-up and about you having a really good time. I just ask you don't break anything. Please take your garbage out. I asked you to not bring in outside food only because I found some friends here the other day. And it was amazing. I said to myself, why did Samantha throw all this confetti in my floor? All I had was silver confetti and barbecue potato chips. Barbecue potato chip bags and confetti. And it was rats. Racist rats. They don't like barbecue. That's what I said. All right, so this is it. Come on in. You're ready to start this show. I'm glad you made it, Ava. It's like I haven't seen you forever. But you know something? There's somebody here that really helped me tremendously going through a lot. And I've been through a lot. Because trust me, when you go to a black funeral, exhausting. I just want to tell you. So I had to go to a funeral, a black funeral. And I hate to say what I was thinking about. When are we going to have chicken? It was so good. I just want to say that. Come on in, Ava. Have a seat. You're going to sit there? Go ahead in.
No, I'm going to sneak and go to the bathroom.
Okay, go right ahead. And listen, we hope everything comes out all right. Hello there. See what I did there? Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. It's a Metamucil moment that we all share. So that's why I love a lineup, Samantha, because you know I'm blind. But that's okay, because we're not going to do it in order anyway. Why? Because why would I do that? When we have... Okay. Yeah, listen, guys, whenever you work with me, if you have a set, if you have a spot, if you have something you have to be to, you tell me in advance, all right? Because we're here for everybody. We're here for everybody. But, like, don't be bullshitting and be outside, okay? You got to be here. All right, because you know something? Listen, start the show. We've got the comedy Will Cable. Let's do this.
You know, I was walking up here and somebody said, "Oh my God, I didn't know Tony Hawk could stand up." I said, No, I'm the son of a Bee Gee. The one I get mostly, though, is, "Oh my God, you're Shaggy from Scooby-Doo." Shaggy at 20, you know, I can deal with that, but Shaggy at 50... it's not exactly the look I'm going for. I have a wife and a father. Yes, I do. I have a wife and I am a father. Families are tough these days. I tried to plan for it. We bought a 800 square foot condo with community laundry. You know, the type of place you shouldn't be in more than 2 years. We've been there 18 years in our starter home. Now we have a teenager. Kid's not really like me. He's a straight A student, varsity athlete. He's such a disappointment. When he was young, I guess about 7, he hit the game-winning run in Little League. On the way home in the car, he was like, "Dad, you have no idea what it's like to be as good as me." I was like, "Well, no, son, I did have something to do with you." And keep pushing the car. We're almost at the gas station. Oh, my God. So, you know, we're cooped up with this overachieving son of mine, who I let down on a daily basis. And we need a night out, so the wife and I are like, all right, let's just go do it up in true Shaggy fashion. We'll go to the Grateful Dead. Night of the show, he comes home from baseball, just walks right by us in his room, shuts the door. I can hear him in there berating his friends on Xbox, flexing, whatever a 16-year-old narcissist does. So I'm like, screw him, let's just go to the show. We get to the show, and immediately this really seedy guy comes up to us and he goes, "Do you need any Molly, shrooms, or acid?" I was like, oh my God, we're parents. Give us all 3. Because we can do a lot, too. $100 later, we're high as fuck. Walking along, what is it, Shakedown Street there. You know, you can hear like a didgeridoo in the background. Only no, it's my cell phone. FaceTime. Dad, I broke my nose at baseball. No, you didn't. Not tonight, son. Click. I mean, does that kid know how to ruin a good time? His nose wasn't broken. I mean, I just seen him. And I really didn't care. So, my wife, though, being the motherly type, she was like, you go into the show, I'll go home and take care of him. And I'm like, what? Dear, you're on the ground. On a planet far, far away. You're not going anywhere. Yeah. Well, maybe I'm painting a bad picture of my wife here. I mean, she's a good mother. She's really caring, really loving, and really into the Manson murders. So, I mean, as you can imagine, I don't say no much to a person so into ritualistic killings. She wanted to get a dog, and I said no to that for a little while. I said, honey, you know, a dog in our 800 square foot condo, that ain't gonna fit. She gave me a serial killer stare. Next thing I'm at the no-kill dog shelter on Free Dog Day. Free Dog Day at the no-kill shelter, for about $200, you will get a very, very poorly behaving dog. I mean, it's basically the canine equivalent of my wife. She's really cute and batshit crazy. Get her in the car on the way home, and she started eating it. And when I say ate, I mean ate. Ate the headrest, the seats, the springs, every fucking thing. You know, you hear like Fluffy, little white dog ate a tennis ball or something, and oh my God, it's got bloat, we gotta get surgery. I'm like, no, I'll watch the dog. No bloat, nothing. Didn't even pass it. I guess it digested it. Maybe part seat, I don't know. I sat on the dog, it was much comfortable than it was before. Oh, yeah. And we had, I tried to say no to another animal. She was like, all right, I want some goldfish ponds. I'm like, no. All right, so I'm out back now making a goldfish pond. I fill it up, you know, it's big. Put about this much water, 12 fish in it. About a week later, I go out. Water's down to here. 2 fish left. Like, what the fuck? Out comes the dog. Looks at me, looks down. Up goes 1 goldfish. I'm like, well, that explains a lot. And that explains why I haven't had to fill her dish with water in about a week. Oh, shit. I have another son. How could I forget about this one? The artistic one. The left-handed one. The always naked one. Oh my God. He said to me the other morning, he's like, why do prisoners get to make a license plate? That seems like the best job ever. Oh my God. Sam, what's my time?
You have oh my God, not 7. You have like 3.
3 minutes?
3:30.
3:30. All right. Well, if that's not enough for a good family life, we also own a, well, I was talked into buying a childcare. Yeah, imagine that. If life's not fun enough. My wife said to me, look, we're going to get a childcare. Someone will take care of our kids. You don't have to do anything with the kids. Just deal with the money. And free childcare and money. That's all I heard. End of the first month, I look. We're more of a non-profit. All right, who am I bullshitting? We were a goddamn charity. I had to get a second job to pay for this charity. So basically, I was paying for other people's childcare. And actually, the kids weren't back. It was the parents, especially the parents that had a service to trade. Yeah, there was this one lady came in, and her service sounded good at the beginning. She was like, I'm going to teach people how to get in shape, you know, parents It's rough. I was like, all right. She goes, I want to make one thing clear, though. Just transparent. I used to do adult films. And I was like, ooh, this is a service I can trade for. Is there anywhere I can see some of the service I was trading for? Stage name, and she just was like, you're not going to get it, and you're really creepy. Oh, man. So if you do own a childcare with your wife and a batshit dog, one of three things will happen to you. You will either end up in a mental institution, 12-step program, or broke. I'm an overachiever. I did all three. Oh, man. So we're broke. With kids, what do you do for fun? You know, the Hollywood Forever Cemetery is free, and it's a hell of a time. Let me tell you. You go there, you catch that Sunday 4 p.m. funeral. Man, it's catered. You just go in there. Kids, this is dinner. Pack your pockets. You know, what if you don't look sad? Oh, I look sad when I go in there. I just think about my life. Just like, oh, God. Have you seen the headstones there? No? Yeah, they're really nice. Really nice, like a headshot on there. And they have a husband-wife combo, just like in regular life. Ballbuster, miserable. And you know, she was buried, he died first. She put him there, then herself next to him. Other way around, she'd be there, he'd be in another cemetery, another state, as far away as he could be. All right, I'm Will Cable. They can find me at Will Cable, WILCABLK, Twitter, Instagram, all that. I appear on Perry Caravella Live and numerous podcasts.
There you go. And you got cool sneakers.
And I got sneakers.
He's got cool sneakers. Okay. Did anything break?
No.
Okay. Can I have a piece? Okay.
Okay.
That's what we used to say when our girlfriends would drop makeup. Isn't that stupid? When you drop a blush, oh, the worst, right? You blush and you drop it and you're like, you don't want to open it? Guys, let me get this. I guess it's like if you opened a condom and it was just not small enough. All right, so anyway, guys, I know I'm going to move it. I got it. Come on
Do
in,
you know
have
your
a
car
seat.
windows down?
No, I know. I'm going to move it. I know I am. I got to get you in and sit down.
Being a good
No, I'm going to do it.
There's
Sit
a
down,
space
sit down.
here.
I got it. I know. I got it. Sit down. I was right here. I'm telling you. I know it. I know. But we're going to keep this show going because you have not seen yet the comedy of the one and only Lincoln. Give it up. Did you miss me?
I did. It was like seeing a ghost when I saw you.
What?
Was that an insult? It didn't mean to be. I didn't mean it to be. Sorry, they put the shit down. What's up, everybody? Woo! Hello! My God, what a week, yo. I was reading today, you guys hear, like, the governor of Florida is getting sued by Disney? Ron DeSantis? Isn't that shit crazy? Motherfucker's got some balls. Like, Disney's got a lot of power, man. It's like, all they gotta do is write you as, like, a villain in a Disney movie. You ain't getting elected no more, man. No fucking way. Ain't nobody fucking voting for Jafar. Like, no fucking way, man. Or Scar from The Lion King. Kidding me? Like, I don't give a shit what kind of economic policies you have. You killed Mufasa. Right? There's no fucking way that motherfucker's getting elected if they want. So he's bold. Florida's like the wild, wild west right now, man. I can't. You guys hear about this? It's a new bill they just passed. They made it legal for the death penalty for child molesters. You guys hear about that? Good. We got some educated people in here. Really, we guys listen to NPR? Hell yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I gotta tell you, it puts me in a weird spot because, like, I'm against the death penalty, okay? But that makes me on the side of child molesters right now. So, like, fuck. Like, this is a precarious, like, this is honestly very impressive by the pro-capital punishment people, right? Because it's like, you know, hey, the state should not decide whether someone lives or dies. Okay, I understand. So should I write you down for pro-child molestation then? Or, right? It's kind of funny. Yeah, but, yeah, it's been a good week for other stuff, too. You know, I understand why, you know, people are, you know, they have the death penalty for, you know, child molesters. It's one of the worst things you can do. You know, it's the worst crime because we have a whole system for if it happens even once, right? One kid gets kidnapped, everybody gets an alert, right? Amber alerts. Don't worry, the joke isn't going that I don't think Amber Alerts are good, okay? That's not where the joke is heading, okay? I promise. Right? But I gotta say, one thing that's kind of like got me is like the name Amber Alert, right? Like, it's really catchy, right? Like, for me, it's almost too catchy a little bit, right? Like, makes me think, like, how many, like, Cindy's, Samantha's, and, like, Mindy's were taken before, like, the right girl got taken for them to pull out the system, right? Like, it's real fucking coincidental. You telling me you figured out the system right when an Amber got taken? It's a little odd to me. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You guys didn't find that funny? That's fine. I understand. No. But you know who really didn't find that funny? Madison Jones' parents. Yeah, I imagine your kid gets taken, and a couple years later, this Amber Alert system comes out. The dad's probably like, shit, I would have kidnapped an Ashley like 5 years ago if I knew it was just a name. Like, holy fuck. I don't know. You know that shit was never gonna be like an Aisha alert though, right? Like, you know, right? Like, hell no. Like, there's gonna be no Ahmed alert. Hell no. Maybe right after 9/11 we get an Ahmed alert, but it had nothing to do with fucking a kid being fucking kidnapped. Come on. No. What's something else new? I don't know, you guys hear about Frank Ocean? About this Coachella? Yeah? He's done one of the worst Coachella performances of all time, apparently. If you guys don't know Frank Ocean, amazing musician. His albums like Chanel Orange Blonde, just amazing. He also got really famous because he came out as liking men and women like 10, 15 years ago. And in the hip hop community, holy shit, this means something, okay? Like, I'm telling you, in the 90s, like, you better off saying you like Nazis than you like other men. Like, the hip hop community did not fuck with that shit, okay? Anyways, man, he went on, apparently, he did some of his songs. Like, he didn't even sing along to some of his songs. It was that bad. He just danced along. He was fucked up. He also had this plan to, like, get an ice rink, for the show, and at the last minute, he decided against it, and they had to unthaw it for the performance. Crazy. But when I heard about that, I'm like, if that ain't the biggest bisexual energy I've ever seen in my life, I was like, this motherfucker was not lying. Holy shit. Like, damn. Like, even Freddie Mercury's watching that. Like, come on, mate. Like, these people paid over $600 for this. Come on, we're bisexual, not bipolar. Come on. That's that Kanye West fella. What are you doing? Yeah, but, what else I want to talk about? Fuck, I hate my phones. How much time do I have, Sam?
Let's see. 1,000.
You have 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Oh, shit, one more. You guys hear, oh, shit. Some of you guys hear about Harry Belafonte?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? They don't even know, like, a Harry Belafonte song. Like, I'm like, great, but, like, does anyone know who that is? Like, well, though? Can you name a Harry Belafonte song?
No, he was a civil rights actor.
Yeah. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this is low key. This is low key Nipsey Hussle all over again. I'm serious. Like, when he died, I was like, oh, it's so sad. Who is that guy? Like, I had no fucking idea. I know I was a black guy, like I should, but I was like, who? Like, so okay, thank you for letting me know that. Dude, he was 96 years old, right? And I gotta tell you, and this isn't just like a celebrity thing, it's like just a whole people thing. What is the age cutoff where we no longer have to care when they die? Like 96? Wait a sec. It's not just celebrities, like anyone. Like I'll see, like on Facebook, like a man dies 55 years old of a heart attack, and people like gone too soon, like so sad. I'm like, fair enough, right? 55, that's pretty young, right? That is gone too soon. Then I'll see like dies at 75 of a stroke. I'm like, okay, my condolences, like, okay, but it's like at a certain point, right? Like, most people, like, I had like a friend, like whose grandma died at like 92, of heart disease, and everyone was commenting so sad. Me, I'm honest, I was like, dude, good job for her, man. Like, congrats. Right? Because it should be, like, I don't understand. You think she's immortal? Like, that's a good-ass age to die at. I don't know why. Why you gotta bum this motherfucker out being, like, so sad? Like, it should be a celebration, It sounds stupid, but it's actually a lot more logical than your 92 grandma dying, and you're like, oh, gone too soon. Like, bitch, what? Like, what are you expecting? I don't know, but I'll tell you this. It's a lot fucking different when younger people die, People under, like, 35, same shit. Every time I see, right? It's never met a nicer person, right? Oh my God, brought joy to everybody's life. and my personal favorite, a light in everybody's life. I'm like, oh shit, did a Power Ranger die? Like, I thought Jesus died in 33 AD. Sounds like he just died a couple weeks ago. Like, that's who they're describing, and I'm, right, I just see that, because I think it's a disservice to the dead people, because you read that shit, you know that shit ain't true. Like, well, it's not like they list the flaws in the fucking obituary. It's like you go to any cemetery, dig up some graves, you'll see some beams of light, like shooting out from all these fucking beams of light apparently in life. And the problem is that these obituaries, they're written by the people who loved you, the nice people, you know, the people that you knew intimately. But most of our interactions with people in the world are not with the people we're intimate with. I mean, intimate, okay, whatever. You know, we run into a lot more like random people or people we barely know, you know, like people in the line of DMV that we see, you know. And personally, I think that's a lot more accurate representation of who you were on this earth, how you treated those people, just the people that you loved and actually tried to be nice to. You know, I think obituaries should be written by those people, you know? Like, I want shit like, you know, Target cashier, like, oh yeah, Mrs. Smith, she came into my line sometimes. One time she tried to return a blender. Past the return date, didn't have her receipt. I tried to get my manager to do something about it. Couldn't do it, and she just cursed us out. Like, you know, like I'm not the saddest that she's dead, right? Or like, you know, a neighbor, you know, I don't know, Marcus or something. He's like, oh yeah, I was in line with her at Trader Joe's. I had one item. She had like a full cart. She didn't let me cut. I'm glad that bitch is dead. That's the fucking obituary, because it says a lot more about who you are as a person. And that's what I want to end on. My name is Lincoln. Thank you so much. You guys are great. TikTok's Lincoln.comedy. My Instagram's Lincoln.amada, and it'll be changed soon. And I'll finally come out on Instagram as a comedian, so low-key. Anyways, I'm going past my time now. My name's Lincoln. Thank you.
And listen, we're all here. We are already comedians.
Yeah,
Okay?
facts. Yeah, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
You're already a comedian,
right,
okay? And remember, comedy is a performing art.
Thanks, man.
And never let anyone not tell you it is. It's a performing art. And they have to treat it as such. So we get respect. Remember that. We work as hard, if not harder, than people with scripts. Think about that. Just think about that. I gotta think about it because I gotta memorize something. I'm just like, I don't know if I want this movie now. like, oh my God. But they chose me.
Yeah.
Let me just say this. When you have a name like Sunderland Kronquist, you can have a situation where you're trying to read something without making believe that you can't pronounce it. But I'm going to try that. So right now, I know that this is definitely going to be a lot of fun. Let's give it up for the comedy of George Karamanarian. Woo! Georgie boy, come on. How you doing, George?
I'm good. How you doing? I got family from Jersey, so I'm allowed to do that. Everyone else not from Jersey. It's fake. I appreciate the attempt. Most people are like, I'm not even going to try that.
I hate that, right?
I agree. Try it. You're going to be wrong. You're going to be wrong. I'm expecting it. I'm ready for it. It's Armenian. Karamanukian. Armenian. I-A-N ending, which when I wasn't living in LA was something special. No, it's like white bread. Karamanukian, when you translate it to English, actually, it's very fun because Karamanukian hard to say, as evidenced. Very hard to say. Hard to read, hard to spell. But if you translate it to English, it actually becomes very easy because it translates to Smith. Wonder bread last name. That's what Smith is. And if you actually translate it more literally, it means blacksmith. Forging swords, forging irons. Blacksmith, Karamanukian. Kardashian, also an Armenian name. That translates to plastic surgeon. I can't lie to you guys. You guys are too nice. I can't lie to you. It actually translates to I helped a murderer. So yeah, like I said, my name is George. I'm like airline food. What's up with that stuff? Why does it make me come? They're on the flight. The flight attendant's like chicken or fish, and I'm like a tissue, please. I don't get it. I don't understand why doctors say. I don't know why doctors say they practice medicine, If you're a doctor, you shouldn't be practicing. You should just be doing it. I don't want a medical practitioner. I want a medical winner. I don't understand. It's kind of like when you go to a crystal shop, right? And the people selling the crystals are like, this quartz, this topaz will provide a sense of well-being and relaxation. A sense. I don't want a sense. I want the actual thing. Me being able to have a sense, like being able to tell when everyone else is well and relaxed. It just sounds like me at a party. It just I can tell everyone else is having a good time. It's an interesting time. Tuesday. It's Wednesday. Wacky. It's a weird time. I live with 2 roommates. I'm not in college. I'm just broke. I live with 2 roommates. They are taking exams right now, and it's kind of weird because it makes me feel like I am 8 years old again, asking my dad if he wants to go play catch. Instead, I'm asking another guy the same age as me why he won't take dabs with me on a Tuesday night. Like it's very odd. I'm still asking though. I'm doing a lot. Anyone else find this? People who go to Taco Bell here?
Yeah.
Anyone? I love Taco Bell. It took me a while to go. Five Guys as well. Do we like Five Guys?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not convinced that the guy working the register at Taco Bell and the guy working the fries at Five Guys aren't the same dude. If you've ever been to a Taco Bell and you ask for hot sauces, they ask you how many, they will give you all of the hot sauces. It's ridiculous. I don't know if it's the same guy or these 2 companies just really favor large-fisted individuals. I just think it's they're doing God's work. They're hiring the right people. I was talking with a guy the other day. I'm not even gonna call him a friend of mine because he was being a jerk. He was being a big old jerk, and I was like, you gotta cut that shit. You're being a real highfalutin asshole. Highfalutin. First of all, where do I get off, right? And second of all, he goes to me. He's like, I could tell he was frazzled. He goes, "You're highfalutin." Like, that's not even it. And it kind of got me thinking because like highfalutin, that kind of sounds like some Lord of the Rings shit. Highfalutin, like the Highfalutin Council at war with Clitoria on the Labian Plains. Like that just sounds. I'm waiting for Smeagol to pop out. I love vagina. No, I'm kidding. We actually know that's a joke for the ladies. I don't know, guys. We do know what a vagina is, and you know what they say. Knowing what a clitoris is half the battle of finding it. If that sounds familiar, that is from Sun Tzu's Art of War. So you're falling asleep. Do you think that back in the day they didn't like know what sleep was, so they didn't have like clocks, so they just kind of like when they fell asleep they actually fell? Like that's why they invented beds, so they had somewhere soft to fall. Thank you, Pity Labs. That one I'm working that one out. I think handshakes for men are very funny. Not like the "hello sir, how are you doing" handshake, but like the "what's up," the handshake, the dap up. It's very funny because it's always so long and drawn out. It's never just a single one of those. It's a clasp, it's a hug, it's a back up, it's a finger grip, it's a finger guns, it's a smack back, and I think it's because men have a tough time connecting emotionally, so we never want to let go when we find someone. Even if it's just a guy we met at a bar, we're like, please. It's not a "what's up, dog," it's a cry for help. That's what it is at the end of the day. My roommate, the other one, one of the guys I live with, that's how that works. He makes kombucha now. He picked that up when he moved to LA, along with fucking Peen. And it was very funny because I really appreciate the kombucha making, but it was very weird because I was always in the kitchen and I would notice that one of the chopsticks of mine was always missing. And I think it was the left one. Or the right one. The right chopstick. And I was always like, hey Matt, what's up with that, dude? Fucking chopstick is always making. What's up with that? And I realized it was every time he made a new batch of kombucha that the chopstick was missing. I was like, what are you fucking doing with my chopsticks? And he's like, because of the size of the bottle and the way the jar is, I have to use the chopstick, for those of you who are familiar with kombucha, to loosen the SCOBY mother, the fermenting bacteria crust on top of the thing. Ooh. Yeah, I know, right? I was like, dude, that is fucked up. I use that chopstick to finger my anus. Chopstick my anus. Chopstick my anus. Little Caesar's slogan is pizza, pizza. Pizza, pizza. But really, it should be pizza. Pizza. I mean, it's not ready, but how long has it been ready? That's the question. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you very much for with my roommates most times. I don't know. Instagram GKMNK. Yeah, I'll be on there more. I'll be on there more. Thank you guys.
My family's from Englewood.
Englewood. Oh my God, I lived on Brayton.
No shit.
What's from Eddie Murphy?
Get out of here.
Now Keys lives there.
Charlie
Murphy.
Crazy. And it's all orthodox. They're walking through the streets with the strollers like
There you go.
crazy. Not that I'm one to complain because we're waiting for the comedy of Nikki Lane. Let's do this.
I'm scared.
Give it up for the one in Fallopian George. So gonna do this. Okay, I'm really gonna try and do 8 minutes because I'm trying to do like 8 minutes out, and I'm wasting time.
Want to electric 6?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, let's go for it. Starting now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it up for Nikki Lane.
Thank you. Okay, so hard day at work today. I feel kind of bad for my boss. He wants to fire me is the thing, but he can't. It's tough because on the one hand, like I'm not good at my job, but on the other hand, I'm also gay, and his hands are kind of tied. Like I'm immune. But it's really, I think it is really great though how progressive the workplace has gotten, because it used to be, if you were a woman in the workplace, you had to sleep with your boss for job security. Now, if you're a woman in the workplace, they expect you to sleep with another woman, and then we'll talk. If it's on camera, promotion. But no, so I am looking for other jobs right now. I'm looking for new jobs, and this one job I got pretty far along in. They told me now, Nikki, you will be reading multiple books a week for this job, multiple books. So I asked chapter, and they said yes, chapter books. And I did what any rational person would do in that situation, and I told them that I can't read. Because it's not a full, I can't do it. It's not a full lie, I can't do that job, because here's the thing, is I have not read a book since I finished Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules in 2012, and I didn't even finish the rest of the series. I would if it held up. But in all seriousness, no, I'm not proud of that fact, that I don't read. I would say I'm ashamed, but at this point I've just come to accept, not everyone is meant to be an intellect. Some people are readers, and some people watch every season of Below Deck and all of the spin-off series. So I'm on antidepressants. Like all of you, let's not kid around here. And when the psychiatrist prescribed me antidepressants, she was like, oh, well, would you like therapy with that? And I said, yeah, fucking supersize me, huh? So I'm doing the therapy thing. My big problem really is people pleasing. I'm a people pleaser. That's what my therapist has been helping me with. Well, she thinks she's helping me with it because that's what I tell her. But only because I want her to like me. So that's only that's why. I remember people pleasing. Oh, I have been a people pleaser for a really long time though. People pleasing is why I've tried to be straight for so many years. Because God forbid I make anyone feel uncomfortable. I don't feel uncomfortable. I don't know. I think I didn't even realize that I was gay because I liked women. I think I realized I was gay when I admitted to myself that I can't wake up in a man's home. Okay, ally. Thank you. Men, you have full permission to tune out for this joke. It's not for you. I feel like the deal is I have the right to say it, total right to tune out, and that's fair. But I think for me, the only thing with me is that if I am going to be somewhere for over a 10-hour period, I'm going to need to guarantee that there is conditioner somewhere on the premises. And I don't know what law was enacted among men where you can only own 2-in-1 Head and Shoulders Dandruff Control shampoo, but that is not conditioner. It is fraud. Sometimes I tell that joke and defensive men in the audience are like, no, I use 3-in-1. And I was like, you're not helping your case. But I don't know, like, men wonder, why are we losing all the women to the lesbians? And this is why. It's the amenities. Because when you're a woman and you start sleeping with other women, you realize I can have sex and a hairbrush. I can have sex and face moisturizer. I can have sex and multiple pillows, wait for it, on the bed. On the bed. And one time I was at a man's, and I asked him if he had another pillow in addition to his one pillow, because my neck was like resting solely on the crook of his wrist. It was so comfortable. And he looks at me and he goes, what do I look like, the Ritz?
Oh.
That's what I said. Bitch, I'm asking you for the accommodations of a red roof fucking inn. A red roof. And if you can't accommodate me, I swear to God, I will be gay. I'll be gay. I'll do it. Speaking of the red roof inn, I got lice a lot as a kid. Hands up. Anyone have lice in here ever?
Oh, ever? Yeah.
Gross. No, I'm so sorry. No, I had lice a lot. Lice is weird. It's like, look at me like that long hair. Lice is like the STD of kids. It's like getting the clap, but you're 10 years old and you got it from borrowing a hairbrush from your 24-hour best friend you made at the community pool. Not speaking from experience. But it's weird. I think the worst age to get lice would be in middle school. So it's awesome that mine were thriving all of grades 6 through 8. And it's not fun. I mean, it's hard. It's one thing to go through puberty, but it's another to go through puberty with lice. And when your lice grow boobs quicker than you, it's one thing to go through puberty with lice. It's another thing when your lice are cooler than you. I hated lice. I forget the last thing I was going to say about lice. I can just move on to the next thing. Speaking of moms, my mom is a bit odd. She's kind of weird. Sorry, my dad hates it when I use that word. He prefers I use the term deranged. But she's a bit odd, and one of her many quirks is she has trouble differentiating a fine dining restaurant from a fast food establishment. And here's what I mean, is we'll be at a Subway, and the sandwich artist will be making her sub, and she'll ask now, well, may I have that medium rare? Is that what, and he's like, the salami or the pepperoni, because no to both. But the worst is really when we get to the end of the line, because when I tell you that my mother will ask to sample a Subway sauce as if it is the house red. And I have to watch in horror as the sandwich artist nervously fart squeezes the sweet and sour teriyaki on a singular spinach leaf. Is this what you want, ma'am? And of course it's not. We leave in a huff. My mother takes me across to the Chick-fil-A and she orders the duck. Thank you. Okay, how much time would I have left for 8 minutes?
30 seconds.
Okay,
Killing it.
Thank you. I'll try to shorten something, but the last thing that I do want to say is that I do love my mom in all seriousness. I'm really proud of her. She's getting clean right now. Yeah. She will be 1 year sober in a year. But she's taking it really seriously. We're not talking AA. We're not talking rehab. We're talking, say it with me, ketamine. And I'm not, it's a real thing, thank you. No, it's a, no, not really. It's a recent treatment for those who are addicted to narcotics, which I think is a total scam. There's prescribing drugs to a drug addict. Hair of the dog it, I guess. But I don't know. I think if it is a scam by Big Cat, I think they did it really smart and they picked the perfect demographic to swindle. Rich suburban moms addicted to pills. Because these women will follow any health trend blindly. You could get these women addicted to chloroform if you told them it would help with their IBS. Do we know what chloroform is? Okay. The first time I said that, I also said chlorophyll, and I was like, why is anyone laughing? But no, she is taking it really seriously. She puts it down in the family calendar, so I know this. It is always right after walk the dog and right before order Domino's and hallucinate. So she does a really good job with it. I don't know, something about, I have to figure out how to wrap this up. So if anyone has a good callback joke for me, you can find me on Instagram, NikkiLane99, NICKI. Tell me a callback joke. Thank you.
And if you don't like the lice joke, you just scratch it. Once in a while you learn something. Right? That was fun. That was fun. That was fun. Listen, this next guy, a lot of you guys are going to know him because you're going to be on stage with him because he's going to book you and I'm not. And that's only because I'm exhausted. And he's a cannon. Give it up for the comedy shanty.
Woo! Wait. Yeah, that needs to go. You? Yeah, Kyle. It was
you can go. Go.
Okay.
Go after.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Kyle.
Don't worry.
Where the hell do you think you're going? Give them your information.
Great set, both of you. Please don't light shame me again.
I once bartended a convention at a hotel for people with social anxiety disorder. A convention for people with social anxiety disorder. They gave these people name tags right across their chest. And this one woman came up to me and she was like, "Do you have water?" I was like, "Yeah, I have water." Think I could have a water? But, yes, you can definitely have a water. Could I have ice in my water? Yes, you could have ice in your water, my dear. Absolutely. Oh, can I have an ice water? Yes, of course. Who books conventions like that? Who? What sadistic fuck? All right, decided to get the people that would be the least likely to have a good time in a group and get them in a big old group in a hotel convention center. And hey, we're going to give you big name tags so everybody that you don't want you to know who they are, they know who you are. All right? It's backward shit. It was funny as shit. Can I have a water? Shit. Oh, man. Which confidence is greater, neck tattoo or fanny pack? I don't know. You gotta own both of them. You really do. You got a fanny pack on, you gotta have fanny pack confidence. Alright? You really do. You gotta be able to reach into that shit like, yeah, I got it. Let's pass. Oh, Six Flags. Oh, we in there. Come on. Fanny pack confidence that's some good confidence. Neck tattoo confidence is more like, that's sort of showy confidence. That's sort of like, yeah, you think I'm confident. Fanny pack confidence is, nah, I got this. I got this. I got a heart monitor in this motherfucker. Thing keeps a sperm count. What? Shit. We live in the hit and run capital of the United States in Los Angeles. Yeah, it is the hit and run capital. And that's per capita. And we are the second largest city in the United States. Which means there are mad people getting mowed down every day. All right? And if you look at the news, most of them are law-abiding citizens, just crossing the sidewalk at the wrong time. However, I have yet to see some raving maniac homeless dude walking across the street willy-nilly, okay, or some overconfident gangbanger, all right, just doing the same, like, I dare you to hit me, I'll beat up a car, fuck you. Right? Like, you never see these people get whacked. When are the maniacs going to meet? I want to see this happen. I'm sorry, I know it's morbid, but I really want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see that fucking moment where that person just dives into traffic like they always do, and blap, and bye-bye in my Honda. You know? Like, try to catch me. That ain't on tape that well. You know? Like, I've always thought that was crazy shit. I used to drive through bad neighborhoods and people would walk in front of my car out of nowhere while I'm doing 40. And I really just wanted to let off the fucking, just like no pedals. It's like, woo! You dodge it. It's on you. It's on you now, dog. You know, I see you smoking and clipping your nails. That ain't confidence to me. That's stupidity. Run your ass straight the fuck over. Oh, man. You gotta see Target's getting sued.
Yeah.
Yeah, Target's getting sued corporate-wide for an incident where some fucking lunatic grabbed a spoon and a butter knife from kitchen supplies and stabbed an 8-year-old to death. It almost killed the mom and injured like 10 people. And Target has now implemented a corporate-wide policy where they are placing cabinets for everything from a chopstick to whatever. Okay. And so like you walk into CVS and you have to go in the back and be like, yo, somebody let me in the sex box. You know, I need KY. It's gonna be a lonely night. You know, there's somebody let me in there. Like, we got everything, like Sudafed, whatever you can make methamphetamine out of, it's behind the counter, right? However, I could still walk in a Target with a 9mm on my hip, go like that. Next thing you're gonna hear in the Target is, I need help in aisle 6. I need someone to get into the spoon cabinet. Hurry, ASAP. This guy's got a gun. Texas Department of Agriculture has instituted a new dress code. It has to comply with your gender at birth. Okay? So you have to dress according to whatever your birth certificate says to work in the Texas Department of Agriculture.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Texas. Stars at night, around and bright, deep in the heart. Yeah, I kind of like it though, just because, you know, male at birth. How about I wear a really tight t-shirt? It shows off all my muscles, you know? And I want a vest, but not really a blazer. Like something like more like, I don't know, Under Armour-y, you know? Something like that, right? Maybe I could drape like some Velcro and leather straps over me with holsters on it. And I could dangle phallic symbols out of them. Oh, how masculine is that? I'm a big old fat male in Texas. I like hypocrisy. Keeps you on your toes. Long paranoia and cocaine. That shit'll keep you on your toes. It's kind of funny that all the Mexican states are named after cartels. Yeah, Sinaloa, Cali, Sonora, Cabo Wabo. Now, Cabo Wabo's tequila, and it was, you know, the Kingpin's the front man for Van Halen. But either way, it's a drug. All I know is chicken and the egg. Whether the state was named after the cartel after the state, the cocaine was there first. You know, I know that for a fact. Right? You know, it's a fucked up term is paranoid schizophrenic. Because it implies that there are schizophrenics out there who find a measure of peace and serenity from the cacophony of voices that are bouncing around their fucking skull all day long. You know, like, where would I be without Jacques and Edward, Margaret. You know, how would I get along without that shit? Man. You guys think your brown eye has 20/20 hindsight?
Yes.
I think so. I also believe that your third eye talks to your brown eye about the future. That just makes sense. Miho, it probably does. Absolutely, it does make sense. Bye.
Where can they find you?
Shano for you on Instagram.
Yeah! And also, guys, he has a show at, if you guys are doing stand-up, he has a show at Fanatics.
Yeah, 3815 Sawtell Boulevard, Fridays at 10.
That's right. We're all settled. You're running out. You're gonna have a seat. Good. Good. All right. How about a round of applause for everybody who's been up already? Because it's kind of hard to keep the energy going when you just got off a plane, and I just got off a plane. That's the only reason why I was bending over. I wasn't looking for action. But I was, however, looking for the man of men. Let's give it up for the comedy of Kyle Thurman.
Hey, give yourselves another round of applause. Let's do an art up here.
Yes.
I told my mom I was thinking about getting into surfing big waves. She said, be safe. I was like, I'm going to come here. I'm going to do stand-up. She looked at me and said, you're so brave. I went through a breakup not too long ago. We were in an open relationship. Have you heard about this? It's this dynamic where you break up, but in slow motion. When you go through a breakup, there are things that they don't tell you. Like, you can't shop at the same grocery store anymore. So we both shopped at Safeway, but now she shops there and I have to go to Whole Foods, which is so expensive, it feels like I'm paying alimony. Like $12 almond butter. Okay, that's child support right there. And then you get on the dating apps. And Hinge is a wild place because you're basically forced to psychoanalyze someone from a bio, right? Like, is this person crazy? I don't know. Like, I came across this girl and her bio said, not looking for a rude, narcissistic asshole. So you're still in love with him. That's just very specific. I've been feeling good, though. I've been achieving a lot of my goals since the breakup. And by that, I mean I've been talking about a lot of my goals since the breakup. Talking about your goals gives you the great high of achievement without the side effect of hard work. I highly recommend it. And what happens when you talk about your goals is people, they always say, congratulations, which feels so good. That's like getting a college diploma for laying in bed and thinking about going to school. I've been learning Spanish recently. You can say congratulations. For the past 19 years. And I know 19 words. So by the time I'm 600, I'll be fluent. I tried hunting recently. It's new. How do you guys feel about hunting? Yeah. Okay, so here are my thoughts about hunting. So I went out there. These guys are real manly men. They know a lot about nature. But the problem I have is that they call it a sport. Because hunting is a cross between hiking and murder. And you're a psychopath if you think hiking's a sport. I think it's time we talk about the epidemic of white dudes wearing Oura rings. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It tracks your sleep. It's a ring. Without a doubt, every single one of them is the most boring person I've ever met in my life. The most interesting aspect of your personality is when you're unconscious. You're literally putting me to sleep with this subject. I walked into a pizza place recently, and pizzas go in, I look at it, pizza's stale, I can tell. It's one of those, you can just tell, right? The pizza's stale. I always do this. I look at the woman, I say, I pull up my phone and I go, I'll be right back. Like, why can't I just say, this is stale? I'm too much of a coward to say that. And I wish I could do that with people, too. Like, with people, I say, I'll be right back. I wish I could say, this is stale. Psychedelics have been in the news a lot. We've been talking about ketamine. We're destigmatizing psychedelics. I think a little too much, because psychedelics are something that dissolve your ego and then make you talk about it for the next 6 months. Like, I want psychedelics to be as stigmatized as butt play. Like, you can talk about it, but be a little embarrassed about it at the same time. Like, I don't need to know how it opened you up, made you a deeper person, how you had a conversation with your mom and she said that she used to do it too and she might be into trying it again. The right person. So as I said, I'm a surfer. I swim a surfer. And I don't know if you guys know this, but there's localism in surfing. There's certain spots you go to the wrong place. And this is what a surfer will do when they try and get real tough with you. They'll paddle up to you. And they'll look at you. And then they'll splash you. That's as tough as we get. But I don't know. I don't know why people can enjoy surfing, really. Because you're out there waiting for waves. You have no idea what's below you. And every time I'm sitting out there and that dark thought crosses my mind. What if he runs for president again? Oh gosh, where else are we going? Drawing a blank. I'm going to stop there. Thank you guys so much, man. Kyle_T-Man. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, I like that for the T-Man.
Listen, guys, if you guys like, if you have a great set, whatever, and you want a copy of your set, talk to your Samantha girl over here. She is your comedy concierge. And please come on in or leave. Okay. Don't go away mad. Just go away. No, we're just kidding about that, as you see, because we are ready for Lenny McKenzie. So let's do this.
So I assume people's gender all day, every day. I assume anything with a 99% accuracy rate. I don't understand why people can take issue with that, though. You know what I mean? Because, like, even trans people assume genders. You know what I mean? Like, I had a trans person tell me that I couldn't tell that joke if I wasn't transgender. And I was like, how'd you know I'm not transgender? Did you just assume my gender? How could I not be trans with tits like these? Biggest laugh for the titties. Wow, that was depressing.
We're not ready.
All that material didn't mean shit. I don't strip every time I'm here, Tasha. I just want you to know I haven't stripped since you were last here in November. This is just for you. These titties aren't for everybody. Sunday, you missed it. Fucking killing as usual. So I oh, she told you what happened there. I misgendered a trans person. just because I'm assuming people's gender all day, every day, doesn't mean that like I only assume people are like male or female though. You know what I mean? Like I'll see like a they or a gay, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm not fucking with pronouns with that. With them, excuse me. And like who I thought was a man came in. There was this person who had long hair and a big full beard, and he was wearing a dress, and I was at work, and I was about to go on my break, so I'm just trying to get through with this customer so I can take my break. So I was like, here you go, sir. Enjoy your day. And he was like, sir, do you know how hard I work to look like a woman? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. You should maybe try harder. Lose a bit. As much. I'm sorry. I mean, like, I know surgery's expensive, but like, you know what I mean? Shaving cream ain't. Shit. I love trans people. I fully support trans people. That's some sharing left already. That's some fucked up shit that you're not allowed to wear whatever the fuck you want to wear. You really only need to cover your ass and your genitals, really, as far as I'm concerned. Doesn't mean that you should do that. I'm just saying, like, every country in the world, that's just kind of how it goes, except here. You see the people in loincloths on National Geographic. But anyways, I don't like wearing pants. Like, I don't like how they make me dress at work, because they at work I have to wear, everyone, no matter what your gender is, has to wear pants and an apron. And I don't know why we have to wear an apron, because we're not baking or anything. Some of us are baked, but we're not baking. I'm shaking no bacon. I don't like wearing that shit at all. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if you ladies know this, but the seam of our pants goes right in between our nuts. You know what I mean? Like, that's not... Sometimes it goes right on your fucking dickhead when it's cold. Like, that is... It's not... It hurts, all right? That's what I'm trying to tell you. They fucking got me by the balls, like, literally. You know what I mean? And worse still, they make me wear a fucking apron. Like, I wasn't emasculized already. And then I have to fucking be polite to people that are just fucking disrespecting me to my face. And this is why people join gangs, is the point I'm trying to make to you. Because, like, it's just... I'm a young male. Like, what the... This is not fit for a young male. That's why I'm pro-transgender. Gender rights and shit. Yeah. I'm a very woke person. I really am. I think some of woke culture is just a little bit fucking silly though. Like this term anti-racist. If you all heard this term anti-racist, I think that's a bit of a silly fucking phrase. The original, I think it's, my understanding of it is that they're saying it's not enough that we just not be racist. We have to be anti-racist. Which is kind of fucking silly to me because the original thinking was if you don't like racism, you're pretty fucking against it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a child rapist, but I've never heard anyone feel the need to say I'm an anti-child rapist. That's just kind of assumed already. Shit. So my name's Lenny, in case some of you see my taste before you knew my name. It's a little gentlemanly of you. But, I graduated high school recently. Yeah, I had a lot of fun in high school. I was struck by tragedy just a bit, though. My house burned to the ground my last day of school. I left early and made myself breakfast, forgot to turn the stove off. And by the time I got home, I learned that my house had just burned all the way to the fucking grounds. And my family had made it out the front door safely. But I still beat myself up over that incident each and every day, though. I just really wish I remembered, you know? I just really wish I remembered to lock the front door. Yeah, you all never heard that one before. How much time? Sam?
4.
4? All right, perfect. I had a lot of fun in high school. Mostly because I look like a school shooter. And when the principal thinks you're a school shooter, you own the fucking school, you know what I mean? I got to do whatever the fuck I wanted. There was no stopping me. He's like, you're late today. I was like, am I? Would you rather have one kid not be here or all of them? Yeah. Remember when I showed my titties? Titties get the biggest fucking... I'm so insulted by it. My material can't fucking compete with my titties for some reason. It's a little bit insulting.
Show us your tits.
I'll do that later, Lana. I'll get into that. You didn't think I was gonna do it again? Where was I? I actually used to drive a Mustang in high school that my principal bought me. I drove that thing around every fucking day. Till one day I was driving it and there was this fucking huge, just muddy puddle spanning the entire length of the fucking road. And it's just filled with fucking mud and horse shit and who the fuck knows what. So I swerved my car off the road and somebody's small child got in my way. So I was like, oh shit, I might have to fucking swerve last minute just so I don't hit this fucking kid, you know what I mean? And when I tell you I was washing my car for hours that night, shit, I mean it. Cause blood doesn't come out easy. Fucking they. Made a lot of friends in high school. Met this one kid named Room. It's a weird name, but it's an even weirder fucking person. He told me that when he turned 18, he's going to get a tattoo on his right arm that said Mom, and a tattoo on his left arm that said Dad. I was like, oh, well, that's going to be fucking weird when he jack off, isn't it? You people like this way too much. Like, this is not a talent. This is. I know. That's why I'm here. I don't think these jokes are gonna carry me there. I'm a proud. I'm a beautiful woman from the waist up. And then I'm just fucking cocked from the waist down. Like, I got the fucking, it's not good, you know what I mean? I have the fucking body of a Greek god or something. Hermaphrodites. Oh shit, it's not good. Nobody's happy with this. Nobody, you know what I mean? Just fucking tits and a dick. Like, I look like what lesbians feel like. Like, it's not fun, motherfuckers. It is not fun. The reasons I got these, I think it's fair to call them girls, is because my dad abused a lot of drugs before I was conceived. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, drugs are a problem. Yeah. It just reminds me of fucking Dare in high school. You remember Dare?
Yeah.
Yeah, those bunch of cunts, those unsuccessful bunch of cunts. Here's the thing, if I was gonna fucking scare kids off drugs, I wouldn't bring them to Dare. You know where I'd bring them? Where? Any open mic in America. If that doesn't work, I'll just show them fucking. Oh my god, bro. V was on stage showing off her titties and she didn't get fucking half as much laughs, so. Out of time already. I didn't think I was gonna be able to compete with V after she got the fucking, you know what I mean? But I'm out already.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby's innocent. Thank you very much. Black Lives Matter. FC didn't do it. Love you.
Don't you fall. Woo! Missed you, Lenny. Missed you. I know. Always and forever with Pablo Cardenero. Pablo Cardenero. Pablo Cardenero. Thank you. Am I saying your last name correctly? No.
You wrote it down wrong.
Thank you.
Show us your titties.
Carpintero.
Carpintero.
Carpintero is like carpenter, but in Spanish.
Carpintero.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, dude, I used to love tits. Anyway, going into that, some bookers have been telling me that they don't understand what I'm saying. That they should take lessons to mollicerate the accent. And I'm like, dude, I don't have time to take lessons to learn the language properly or whatever. I have shit to say. Yeah. The fuck is that? I don't know. I hope it's funny because this is not philosopher gathering. This is a comedy show. Anyway, besides, if you need to understand what I'm saying to laugh, you're too shallow. You're not enlightened. Yeah. Beyond laughter. Yeah, this is it. Anyway, if you haven't realized, this is the multicultural moment of the evening. Isn't it? Have you realized that black people is not multicultural? No, it's us. Like, what the fuck is no, they are somehow. No, yeah, no, yes, no, yes, no. So it changed the dynamic. It's like, anyway, it's a multicultural moment of the evening, or the microphone has go bananas. Or it's trying to learn the language, trying to learn French, or Italian, or Jewish, or Israeli. I got Israeli a couple of times. Yeah, Israel, or the Jew, Wakanda. Yeah. I'm from Argentina, so I can't make that many jokes about Jewish people, you know, like. In Argentina, 1 in 4 people has Italian descendant, so you know. You realize you have Italian descendant, not for the things that you do, but the things that you can help to do. For instance, when the guy of Papa John's got fired for using the N-word in a derogatory manner, I was like, yeah, that's really bad. But he was calling that shit pizza.
Bravo!
On the other side, I was like, I kind of the worst case scenario. I understand Italian, but I have a bunch of Mexican friends. I can get somebody whack for half the price. This month we have a special promotion. We do a garden on top of the grave. Yeah. The police is not gonna dig there. It's a beautiful garden. Also, we can do human sacrifice. And dance the pinche. That's saving the cat. That's not the book. That's saving the cat for real. Yeah.
Don't do that shit.
No. Not to dance.
Yeah. That fucking thing is still shaking.
It is? It should. This is just the beginning. Anyway, having Italian descendant and the stuff. Okay, yeah. More Italian stuff. Like I go around in a Fiat 500. I don't know if you can point it. It's a little ball thing. It's like a perfectly shaved Italian testicle. It goes like it's super efficient. I highly recommend it, but it's kind of not a dignified car to be seen on, isn't it? You know, it's like goes like it's kind of the Mussolini of cars. Short and noisy. It's incredibly noisy. Everybody has a cause. I've been looking, I've been searching, and I think it's like I've been seeing like everybody has developed their own superhero. They have black superhero, gay superhero, whatever superhero. I'm here to demand a superhero with an accent. Yeah. I have the backstory. He comes from another planet, but instead of landing in Kansas, he bounces a little bit in Italy first, and then goes to Kansas. And he says like a little thing in Italian before trapping the guy, like, stop it! Hey, aspetta un attimo, figlio da puttana mascalzone! And he throws meatballs. I always talk a little bit of Italian in this joke, so if there are Italian people in the audience, they're gonna kick my ass, but with respect. It's a different thing. Yeah. If you shazam my accent, you get the only sad song by Ricky Martin. Yeah. What the fuck is this guy? What is he doing? He's always happy because he's from a banana country. Argentina, not a banana country. Argentina, we prefer spaghetti western. They kill all the natives. For some reason, there's no black people. And in the 70s, the last military dictatorship, they killed 30,000 people, dissidents. The rest of Latin America is like, yeah, we got it. You're Europeans. The joke is funny in a genocidal kind of way.
Show your tits.
Part of the family, the natality rate is gonna go down the toilet. Yeah. Talking about natality rate is like, yeah, an Italian shit, like the Pope is from Argentina. The Pope is from Argentina. Trump was president and the Pope is from Argentina. This is a signal. This is one to end. There's an asteroid heading this way. Don't worry. The Pope is from Argentina, from the third world, like me. So the guy, the first time he saw himself in the mirrors dressed as a Pope, instead of feeling like descending from the heavens was coming the popiness, what he felt was shame. Because he's from the third world and he realized, you see yourself dressed like, oh, I look like a medieval drag queen. He's dressed by the ghost of Liberace. What the fuck was this? And he get together with the other guys all dressed like that and they go there like, God, cheerleader. It's like, what's going on? It's the child molester they parade. They have kids. They have kids dressed with dresses and the natality rate in Italy is in the toilet. Hello! I don't know if you have been in a Catholic mass, but there's a moment in every Catholic mass where you shake hands with everybody around you and you say, God be with you. God be with you. God be with you. When I was a kid, I used to think, yeah, man, better God be with you because without divine intervention, you're not going to make it. What the fuck is going on? That's when I was a kid and I used to think that, science has overcome religions and superstitions. Now that I grow up, I'm not that sure about that. It's not that science has overcome religions and superstitions. I have a different theory. It's that we have a really shitty God. Really poor God. Think about this. The Indians, they have a blue elephant as a God. A blue elephant. Yeah. The Chinese, they have a golden flying dragon as a God. That's one of their gods. You want those gods to be with you? Fuck yeah! Power! Who doesn't want? Yeah! What do we have as a God here in the West? Dangling from our necklaces? It's some Jewish guy on a stick. And he's dead! And they kill him! You want this God to be with you or you want to go with science? Yeah, you go with the nerds, isn't it? Yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, yeah, thank you. Coming here, I hear the story that Taylor Swift fought with the last boyfriend. And she's gonna make another song. I've been thinking about that. She has like 9 songs about boyfriends dumping her. 9. She's Taylor Swift. 5'10", blonde, blue eyes, legs forever. She's a Viking wet dream. Perfect. Like 9 songs about boyfriends dumping her. 9 boyfriends dump her.
She got no ass.
She has 0 songs about blowjobs. Maybe it's a coincidence. My name is Pablo, like Escobar. I know. If you guys can stop asking me what the drugs are, that will be great. Not because it's racist, it's because it's frustrating. I don't know the fucking drugs are. I was gonna make the show with Pablo like Picasso, but let's face it, with the accent, everybody was gonna be like, Pablo Pikachu, is that a Pokemon? No, it's not. Thank you.
See, the way to go. We got more comedy with the comedy of the one and only Mijo is in the house. Arigato, Mijo.
You know, you're funnier when you have your bladder full.
Yeah, when I'm holding my pee.
Yes.
I'm funny.
Did you know that? It's so crazy.
It's crazy.
It's true, except when you get older. Okay, give it for Miho.
Hey, I'm holding pee. So hard. I went to eye doctor today and they put that weird eye drop on me and then my eyesight blurry for like 5 hours. Still I am. Everyone's so fuckable today. Yeah, better than usual. Maybe I shouldn't fix my eye ever. Yeah. Well, what I'm gonna talk about first. I used to hate cockroach, right? And then one time I popped Maury, and then I was like, hey, that cockroach has family, like kids and everything. You can't hate that. Like, you can't kill that thing. They're living. And the guy's waiting for it to me get horny and to fuck me, but like he couldn't get that. But I got over the cockroach fear. I'm not scared of them anymore. They're just like a friend. Poor guy. He gave me like 3 old pills and then nothing happened for him. Cockroach got something. They survived because, Maury. Yeah. Have you guys seen the erected penis of dogs?
No.
That shit looks fucking creepy. I got raped by Chihuahua once. Yeah. Between my finger. Like this. And he gets so mad if I take away. He nearly fucking chased me all night. And his penis is like as big as his body, really. And it just looks like alien. It just comes out from there, like. And then he tried to fuck me. I hate Chihuahua for a reason. I think this reason is acceptable. Chihuahua raped me, but when I had a hookup, one pug, he was nice to me. So I had a hookup. He was so mediocre, that guy. But his puppy come to me. They're trying to give me head. I'm like, aww. And the guy is like, stop, that's weird. You shouldn't let him. I'm like, you don't give me head and you're telling your dog to not give me head? Maybe if you give me head, I'm gonna stop. Give me head! Stop asking me sucking your stupid dick! Your dog is so much better than you are. I mean, dogs are better than men. Period. God. Hate men. Love dogs. All of them. I except Chihuahua, but I don't like Chihuahua. So, what I hate, I can't show titties and then I can make a joke about it. That kind of sucks. Yeah, I just want to show titties and I don't want anyone like get weird or upset or anything. It's there. It's fucking there. And then I hate people think women would get turned on if like nipples touched to something in daily life. Like, oh my god, I'm turned on. I'm just cooking, but my nipples are sensitive. I'm turned on. That shit is lie, alright? That shit is a fucking lie. Whenever my nipples are sensitive, whenever I shouldn't be sensitive, I'm furious. Is this feeling so disgusting? What is this? It's just like, I don't don't want to be horny right now. I can't be horny right now. So stop. So yeah, we are not horny whenever our nipples are sensitive. Men. That's a fantasy. It's too much of a fantasy on a porn. Porn. Right? Porn. Let's talk about when I was at a porn shoot.
Okay. What?
As a translator. Yeah. It's a real story. The Japanese company wanted to film porn in here with American actors. So I was there to translate Japanese and English. That was like the first time I saw sex in front of me. I'm like, whoa. Woohoo! The first scene, they had like interview between the model, American model, and Japanese director, and she tried to seduce, and then he's like, "Oh, like, have you tried Japanese dick?" And I love to try Japanese dick. I want to set the shit out of it. Blah blah blah. Right? She goes so sexy, dirty talk, and I'm right here translating. I'm like, should I say all of this sexy? My voice is gonna be in the porn. I don't want to be jerk off. Like, no. So I kept the business, like, you know. Yeah, I don't want to date jerk on my voice. God. And after that, they had an actual fucking scene. And the director gives me all the direction, what's gonna happen on the bed. And I'm gonna translate it to her. So I'm like, so you're gonna go in the corner and you're gonna give the blowjob first, and after that you're gonna move to the bed, and then you're gonna go on top of him like a cowgirl. And after that you're gonna go doggy, and then we're gonna cut like there, and then we're gonna put the cream pie shot. We're gonna get fake cum. All right, it sounds good. Let's do this.
Yeah. Oh shit.
It felt so good. Never screamed cream pie so loud, you know? Like proudery, like business like. I'm business bitch screaming cream pie. It was amazing, getting paid. Like, I want to do that kind of job more. It's like full of adrenaline. I can't say the word. I use a lot and I can't say adrenaline in my head whole time on the set. That was nice. That was really fun. I missed one. I said porn, I missed one, but whatever. Meditation. Meditation is nice. Meditation is really good for your brain. But me and my friend went to, let's go do meditation. You know, we are like, let's go do meditation at the park. And we were in the park, and then we sit down, and then we are like, my meditation guide, has no internet. I can't. Even I try to meditate outside, I need internet to meditate. I can't be alone. Yeah, internet is toxic, man.
Yes.
It is toxic. Oh, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna do a song.
Yeah.
I'm on PMS right now. God, fuck period. Right? And this is a song based on We Are the Champions by Queen. About to say, we need tampons. I pay for my tampons month after month. I've done my meditation and no communications help, so shut the fuck up! And about period crumbs, I'm about to puke, and then bleach the tampons, toxic my puss, but cheaper than unbleached tampons. I mean, how the fuck makes sense? We need tampons for free. And we breathe in pain till we get. We need tampons. We need tampons. No man deserves a pussy if we don't get free tampons every month. Fuck that shit. Alright, I'm Miho Fuji. Just Google my name. F-U-J-I. I'm famous enough. All right, thank you.
Yes, she is. The one and only.
Oh, so good to see you.
I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness, you would think that Alejandro Bravo was in the house. Alejandro, ven. Ven acá.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
All right.
Happy hump day. Happy hump day.
Yay.
My name is Alejandro Bravo.
Alejandro.
I didn't make that shit up. That's my name. Fucked up thing about it is I don't live up to the name. So I'm Mexican. I was born in Acapulco. It's like a party town. The state is Guerrero. I don't know if you know what Guerrero means. It means warrior. So I come from a state that says warrior. So I'm a fucking warrior. The only thing is I'm an outdated warrior. Like in my blood, I could hunt, I could kill, I could fucking farm. But then I was migrated here. And I'm losing the battle right now. It's the financial war. I just wasn't programmed, you know. I grew up with a single mom. She had me when she was 15. So we were surviving a lot, you know. Father was around here and there. He was a thug. But it's affecting my relationships, man. You know, I'm in a relationship right now, and it's pretty much affecting my. I realize that I'm broke. Can't afford a girlfriend. That's fucking with me a little bit, you know. You know, I thought my mom, you know, growing up with a single, my mom's very independent, hardworking. She has standards. She doesn't, you know, she never relied on a man, and I thought they all came that way, but I guess not. Especially the pretty ones. The pretty ones are expensive. Fucking expensive, you know. And fucked up thing is I missed that. I missed it in economics class. I missed that chapter with no honey, no money. And like I said, my dad wasn't around, so he didn't have like a spreadsheet of, you know, like, hey, you know, this is the formula, or this is, in order for you to get a woman, this is what you, like, there was no formula. The formula is money to the third power equals pussy whenever you want. So I'm not even getting a tug right now. So every relationship I managed to fuck up because I give them no access to my money. Honestly, I'm just unemployed right now, and I'm an artist. And, you know, that starving artist shit is real, dog. That shit's real. I thought it was, you know, I thought it was a phase. And you know that fake it till you make it? I'm in the fake it part still. So, it's fucking hard. It's hard. So obviously I'm not dating right now. I'm still faking it. I just need to get my money right. Love is not enough. After the money, after the honeymoon phase, that shit, like, love is not enough, you know? And then my girlfriend, she doesn't even give me credit. Like, I got an 806 credit, and it's like every day's a new day. Like, fuck that. There's no credit. Like, you gotta spend today. You gotta make money today. You ain't getting shit. You know? Like, banks give me like a month or something, you know, in good faith. Nah. Especially Latino women. Fuck no. So she's like, your money's my money is my money.
That's right.
Which is, you know, I want to throw a tantrum, but I can't.
That's right, though.
So let's debate this, ladies. Y'all fake orgasms, right? So I fake financial security, baby. That's what I fake. You get with me, you thinking you're fucking set, and you're not. And I don't, you know, I know you ladies want a sugar daddy, you know. but I'm your scrub daddy. And before you judge and be like, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that ain't no love from me. Right? Scrub Daddy was the best fucking product Shark Tank ever pulled, so never give up on a Scrub Daddy. Right? I love Scrub Daddies too. They're so good. I have like fucking backups of it's like a pipe dream, you know? For you to land a sugar daddy, it's like you gotta be at your top tier. So why not just fuck with a scrub daddy in the meanwhile, you know? Have good sex, you know? Like, come to your scrub papi. I'm Latin too. Like, it's like, so I'm about to be 40 years old. I'm Mexican, right? I told you guys that. Woo! I'm single and I don't have no kids. So, and Mexican people talk, I'm gay. I'm gay, right? I show up to him. My nephew's about to have a kid, right? And we went to his baby shower, and you know, I thought it was above all that. But when you start aging a little bit, you start thinking about marriage. You start thinking like, do I want kids, right? So I pulled up, and I'm like, cool, I'm single, right? I didn't even have a date. I literally start crying in the car, like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, right, like, and then my eyes are all red. I'm all puffed. So I roll up, and my aunt pulls me to the side. She's like, "What the fuck is wrong? Why are you doing drugs? Like, I'm all high right now." And I wasn't gonna tell her, "Hey, I was crying." Right? And she's like, "You get high because you're still closeted. Like, you need to come out. You need to come out already. We all know you're gay. We all know, like, it's accepted now." And I'm not even gonna fight it anymore. It's like, what do you explain? Like, I'm gonna explain that I'm chasing my craft, and that's why I have to sacrifice having kids or whatever, right? They don't understand. So another thing is I'm a hairy guy. I'm very hairy. Something that kind of messed with me because my mom's not hairy and my dad's not hairy. And I'm like, where the fuck do I get this hair from? And like, I would see the only people that were hairy were Middle Eastern men. And I kind of would look at my mom at a certain time and be like, did you have an affair with a Middle Eastern man? Like, what the fuck? Like, why am I hairy? Why do I have all this hair and you're hairless? My dad's hairless. So I had a lot of resentment towards my mom for a second. And then in my innocence, you know, I would imagine that a stork, you know, when we're innocent, when they tell you that a stork, you know, lands the baby, like before I knew about sex. So I was like, maybe a stork did a left turn when there was like a weather fucking effect. It was about to go to Middle East and we went to Mexico. Right? That was my innocence. And then when I grew up, I kind of was a little high, and I was thinking, and I was in the zone consciously. And do you guys ever see reverses osmosis? Yeah. Osmosis Jones or something like that.
Oh yeah, of course, great movie.
Yeah, great movie. It's about the body, right? All the little characters.
Will Smith.
Yeah, all that stuff. And so I imagine maybe, you know, I imagine the sperms as little characters, and they, you know, partying, right? They're partying. And there was this charming pube, right? That kind of started hanging out with them, got in the crowd, surfed with them a little bit, right? Went into the egg, and I evolved into this human pube, right? This human evolution pube. And then it kind of brought me peace. I didn't even have to Google that or anything. I just knew, and I forgave my mom, finally. So another thing, I'm dating a Latina woman. My own kind. It's been a long time. I live on the west side, which is a big accomplishment for a Mexican man, because we're all in the east side, you know. We're all in the east. So I'm gentrifying my community. I'm the only Latin in my block right now. But I started dating a Mexican woman, and it's fucking intense, man. I got used to dating white women, like with Caucasian women, right? With Caucasian women, when you break up, you could be friends, right? Let's be friends, right? Latin women, fuck no. I'm not saying she won't be your enemy. She'll advise your enemy for sure. And, or like sharing a dog, right? That's some fucking white shit. Like you will, there was no custody shit. Like that dog's gone. They'll do a lobotomy on that dog to forget you. Right? That dog will be gone. Or like you talk about your past relationships. You know, like I had a ex-wife girlfriend. We would talk about our relationships and what we learned and what we don't want to bring to the table this time. Latin women. I'll tell you right now, you dated Latin women. You were either a priest before you met them, or you were a virgin, because they don't want to fucking hear that shit. They just will guilt you. So much passion. Anyways, that's my time. My name is Alejandro Bravo.
Yeah. Thank you, Alejandro. Where do they find you?
I am Alejandro Bravo on Instagram.
I am Alejandro Bravo on Instagram. Watch your step. Look at this. This is just the Winnie Wonders of the way of the world. And then we have the comedy of Kenzie Fowler. Let's do it. Where are you, Ken?
Right here.
I didn't know that was you back here. I like the look. Are you for real? You're praying? Oh, okay.
Watch your step, Sunda. Watch your step, watch your back, too. Y'all know what not to do to the guy in shades at night? I don't know. You don't switch the blade. You don't masquerade. But also, don't be afraid. Because the guy in shades, he's tough. He's also pretty sweet. Yeah. Who likes knock-knock jokes? I don't do them. Like a dirty cop. No knock-in. These jokes are unwarranted. Y'all been following all the defunding of the police over the last while, right? So since then, it's been going down. Billions of dollars of cuts of budgets and police stations all over the nation, many cities. So since then, there's been a drastic increase of violent crimes in those cities, higher than ever. I don't know. What do y'all think when you think violent crimes?
Good movies.
Good movies.
Robbery.
Maybe. Violence and crime. Right, and I don't know how y'all feel about this, but I'm pretty excited. Because I love breaking the law. Y'all ever beat up a random pedestrian before? It's a thrill. I haven't, but I'm sure it is, right? But yeah, before the whole defunding thing, like breaking the law was pretty easy for me, right? I'm white, but now it's like taking candy from a baby. And let me ask you, what's worse, taking candy from a baby or offering a random baby candy? Something to ponder there. But yeah, you heard your host right, Sunda. My name is Kenzie, kind of like that cute girl, who plays fast pitch. Except for anybody that was born 2000s or later, I am not a cute girl. I actually identify as a tough guy. I've known it ever since I was a little guy. 11 months old, my older brother, he trips, falls in front of me, scrapes his knee, starts crying, and I condescendingly called him a wuss. It was my first word. 3 years old, and that's a very true story. This one is 3 years old. My first memory is walking on active train tracks while picking up snakes. They were garter snakes, but snakes nonetheless. And just recently, I got a jean jacket. Yeah, like the cool kind. It's Levi's. But yeah, what else is tough about me? training for a fight right now with my neighbor. She keeps talking shit. She told me I sing too loud. And I was like, yeah, but like, is it good though? And she was like, no, you suck. And I was like, yeah, well, those Girl Scout cookies you sold me suck. And now she challenged me to a fight. So now I gotta kick this little girl's ass. You know, give her one of these. Hit her with a little judo chop. Bitch. Sprinkle the stale cookies she sold me over her corpse. Anyways, switching gears. Something I can't do unless it's an automatic. Y'all ever get horny when you're not supposed to? You know, like at the wrong time. Right? Like you're at a family dinner and the person serving you, they are cracking the pepper just a little too nice. You know? So you try to combat those feelings and you look over at your grandma, but then you come. Family dinner has never been the same. But yeah, it's 2023. It's 2023. We're about, what, third of the way through now? We're doing it. Still haven't taken a 23andMe. Still don't know what kind of white I am. Like it fucking matters, right? Like anybody cares. You know, what does matter, right? Being able to adapt, right? Being able to make changes. The world's been changing a lot since the pandemic, so you gotta make changes too. And I've been making some pretty big ones. I recently started washing my hands after using the bathroom. Woo! Yeah. Come on in, y'all. Sit on down. Baby, let your hair. Alright. Started washing my hands. I also started FaceTiming my grandma more. And just in time, because she was getting into crypto. Yeah, she was like, Kenzie, digital currency is the future. I was like, Grandma, you don't have much future left. Stick to the stamps. Silver, keep hoarding silver. She's also a hoarder. You guys enjoying your phones? Anything interesting going down? You two cuties? Fucking, you hairy? Is not paying attention? Dude, yeah. I'm not, I'm like kinda hairy, right? I'm like not hairy. I'm like not hairy. Not, it's weird, dude. Like I work out, right? So I'm like not hairy, but my ass, right? It's crazy. It's like the Fangorn forest, dude. Like it's nasty. But yeah, not hairy, dude. And I work out, right? So like I'm in decent shape. So it's like Greek statue, kinda, but then like Greek man. The crack, it's nasty, dude. But yeah, making changes. I also started shopping at strictly black-owned businesses. But only when I'm out with white chicks. And all the other chicks are like, that place is a shit show. Yeah. When I go, I make damn sure of it too, you know? I demand to see the owner when I walk in. Black, cool, you got my business. White, I'm out of here. I hope this business fails. I hope your children starve. And you know what? I'm gonna go get some lighters and some lighter fluid, and I'm gonna burn this place to the ground, Bill. Yeah, and then I leave. And the white chick, she's like, oh my god, that was amazing what you did back there. You're such a virtuous man. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but you didn't have my back, so peace. And I bounce. I need a better punchline for that. Peace is cool, but like whatever. I got 2 minutes. Oh man, y'all see that hurricane this last year? Remember that hurricane that happened? There was a hurricane like within the last 5 years.
Last 5.
You know, the hurricane, the earthquake. You know the earthquake? You guys heard about the earthquake? Fucking, yeah, I like hurricanes. You know, I think they're kind of cool. You know, besides the whole like destruction of property part. I like how we name hurricanes. We do it alphabetically, like Hurricane Alfonso, Hurricane Bobby, Hurricane blah blah blah. I'm waiting until the next time they get to J, because I want them to name it Hurricane Jesus. Yeah. All the people in the South, the religious fanatics, will be all confused. Like, there's a hurricane coming. Wait, no. Jesus is coming. It's Jesus is coming. And, you know, they'll be on their porches all waiting for Jesus to come. People driving by like, come on, don't you know there's a storm and thunder? No, not Zeus. Jesus. Jesus is coming, not a storm. Anyways, I got the double light. So that's my time for the night. Thanks for coming out.
Where can they find you?
Instagram at Kenzy, KenzyJF. Right.
The JF stands for Just for Laughs. Yeah, Kenzie.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I miss you. I didn't see you before. I know. These people must think I'm crazy over here. But you know
You are
something?
a little
A little bit. But you're, listen, when it comes to crazy, you're in need. And that's why we have the comedy of Ava Reed. Let her hear you. Ava! Come on. The show is almost done.
Oh, Josh is here. She is the best makeup artist.
Yeah.
She made me look great. You get your looks for your mother. I'm like, no, from Tasha. And it was new for me. I'd never done headshots before. Kind of a bizarre concept. So I'm a typical girl from Pleasant View, beautiful city, wonderful farmland, just fresh water supply you wouldn't believe, and colds. So, like most of the girls my age, I was born and raised in a cult. And it's Latter-day Saint. LSD. And like using LSD, it caused powerful hallucinations, time changed, and prolonged engagement with it will get you running with the law. I am sick and tired of hearing middle child syndrome. Anyone here middle child? No? Just me? Wow. That's why you guys don't have friends. I was one of 15, which means I'm a born negotiator. So we'd all be gathered around the table, and a typical dining table seats, what, maybe 8? You put another one together, but then there's mom and dad. So I'd come in and be like, hey, Emma, you have such great hair. She's like, what do you want? I saw somebody stealing your stuff earlier. She's like, that's not going to work. So it's like, oh, did you know that there's, and you just get her all engaged and then slowly sneak in. And then by the time you're done, she's like, really? Damn, I got a plate at the table. I had to make losing look cool. I get a plate. She doesn't. I had to sell that good. So naturally, I went into marketing. I'm learning a lot out here. New. I'm very new to this. I left about 7 years ago. So I'm the age of a first grader. I'm actually learning about a lot of first grade stuff, how to make friends, all the different kinds of things you learn in first grade. Now they're teaching gun control. That would be great. And Australia did a very interesting thing a few years ago when they had horrible, horrible mass shootings. The government actually bought the guns back. They actually did this. It was very successful. It took 6 years. And they bought the guns back, but let you keep the ammunition. And then people realized that they didn't need the ammunition, so they just gave it to the government. It was very successful for them. America needs to do that, but we need to start at first grade. So when they walk in, we got little Punjab, we got little Emma, and we're like, hi, sweetie, how many guns do you have? And they're like, 2. And you're like, great, I'll give you a cookie and a paste. The key here is the ammo, right? So we're hoping by the time they get high school, they'll just give it to us. Menstruation. This was brought up. Menstruation is a big one. And I don't get why guys get to talk about their boners and how much they come and their pubic hair. And we say menstruation and everybody like Titans. It's kind of a bizarre world, so I'm actually looking, there's going to be a menstruation event. I'm looking up for some different good ways to bring that up, make it kind of funny. These aren't it, but I'm working on punchlines here. Periods and Santa have one thing in common. It's great to see them, but you don't get to if you've been naughty. Women who exercise on their periods are going to be the ones who survive the apocalypse. And I think the men who deal with said exercising, menstruating women is like gonna last the apocalypse. My husband's living proof. Like those mystical, magical creatures in wonderful commercials, and the woman gets her period and she's hosting a dinner party. And she's like, thanks to Stay Free, I kept my day free. And I'm sitting there looking at her like, that bitch. Like, mine is more like the opening scene of a James Bond movie, where it starts with all the action and everything, and everybody's and the beautiful women are dancing, and then he comes and he shoots a bullet, blood comes across the screen, and you're like, it's all downhill from here. That's it. That's what's gonna happen. So periods are kind of like your salary. They come, they last 5 to 7 days, and if they don't show up, you're fucked. Last one. So women get accused for faking. Like, you fake an orgasm. And I wish I could fake my period. You know, like guys get on Viagra, it's 4 hours. They're like, it was such a great time. 4 hours and it's over. It'd be great to be like, yeah, I got my period. It was like 2 hours. It was really great. We connected and it was over. We're good. So I'm going to be working on those a little better. But honestly, guys, look into your girlfriend's or female anatomy. We can freaking make life. I'm just saying, like, all the wonderful stuff you can do. You're from a pubic hair. Someone earlier was talking about how they agree with trans and they identify as different things. I identify as someone who can make life. Do you? I will win every argument ever from that. And I'm very pro-life, obviously, because my mom had 15 kids. And you can't pick a single kid and go, I wish you weren't here, because they're already here. But I've thought about asking my mom, like, did you know that condoms existed? Just for Emma. Like, that's it. Like, she steals all the good, get, like, just one. And, you know, judge what you will, but that woman has got a special place in heaven. I'm just saying. She's definitely, Jesus, whoever she believes in, is, like, up there. Okay, I think you were going to give me 5?
No, yeah, you're
on 620. How you feeling? Good?
Yeah.
No, you're doing great.
We're working on auditions at the same time.
Yeah.
I love it.
Nothing better than, like, you're doing great. From the back.
I know, right? No, it is great. It's real.
No, it was good.
It's real.
It wasn't sarcastic, great. It wasn't sarcastic, great.
Come on, you got 2 minutes for your 10.
Okay.
Enjoy.
From coming from a cult, I married a man from India. And he is just a remarkable only child. So we go through a lot of this. We're like, how many children should we have? How many children should we adopt? You know, how many children should we ignore? And we have these different conversations. And so I've asked him a few times, I'm like, realistically, did you feel lonely as an only child? He's like, in India? We have 1.8 billion people. And no, I think I was good. So I'm like, okay, we'll have 1 kid and move to India. That solves the whole thing. We're there. My mother-in-law didn't know I existed till about 4 months ago. I don't know if you know this about Indian culture. They lie to their parents. Everyone lies to their parents. But that culture is specifically, you gotta hide it from mom and dad. I mean, everything. Wow. So I'm good with that, because, you know, who am I to judge here? And he finally told his mom that I existed. And we pre-recorded a video. I knew this was going to come. And so I told my husband, Ravi, I'm like, this is going to be big for her. You're first generation. You came from India. This is huge. You were supposed to go back and, like, make 1.9 million people. You know, it was a whole thing. And so I sat down in front of the camera. We pre-recorded it. And I just said, hello, Mrs. Ravi. This is Sue, or Ava. I'm dating your son. I really love him. This wasn't just for papers. You know, all the good things you're supposed to say. And so he sent the video to her. And this was 4 months ago. she's in denial. She refuses to acknowledge that I exist because I'm too liberal. I'm too modern for her son. And I says, you're gonna have to explain that to me. So he says, Mom, I talked to Ava and she's kind of wondering, you know. And she says, well, I would just say if you were a girl, I never would have let you go. I would have arranged a marriage for you. And I says, just tell her I'm from a cult. And we arranged this because I come from arranged marriage too. Right? We're gonna just get it together. Our kids will grow up arty, cults, and we're gonna be fine. And her biggest concern now is the food. And she says, well, what are they gonna eat? Because he was raised vegetarian and I wasn't. And we go on hunting trips and they pray for people who go on hunting trips. And so I says, it's okay. We're just gonna have cheese whiz and curry at our house.
Okay.
It's gonna be fine. And if I can't get him to eat it, I'll add ketchup. And we'll like cheese whiz, curry, ketchup, and then I'll just throw some fries in there. We're gonna be fine. We're good. It's been interesting around our house because he's going home, and his mom didn't want me to show up. She says, I want you to come home one last time while it's just you. And this is very interesting for me because I'm the shameful thing that's getting hidden. And so I'm kind of sitting there going, man, I can't wait to meet her. And just like in my head, I'm going to blow all of her expectations. And I would be like, oh, Mrs. Ravi, I was born and raised in a cult. And we eat vegetarian food only. And all of your children are going to be so loved here. And we're going to have only one child and move back. And then it's just going to go great. I'm telling my husband this fantasy in my head. And he's like, sitting there, he's like, it's good you're not coming with me on this trip. So I'm going to keep working on my fantasies. I'm going to figure out a way to show my mother-in-law that I respect her and love her. Just incredible because she raised a hell of a kid. And he is like a menstruation warrior because his mom had uterine fibroids. So he grew up around that sort of thing.
He knows.
And he's just like, okay, I got it. I'll come in. I'm like, everything's, I got to do this thing. And he's like, okay, we're going to be fine. Here's ice cream. Here's cheese whiz. We're okay. Everything's good. All right, that's it for me. Thank you, everyone. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I will be here on Friday.
Yes.
I'll come find you. I'm from a cult. That's good.
And listen, guys, I encourage you, if you want a snack, I really love the fact that you ate. Nobody eats them but me. I'm trying to keep this rent up. Just if you want to buy a snack, It's $1. And it's 50 cents for water. But if you're hungry, don't sit there and look. Eat. Like me. You see how quiet I am, though? I can do that real quietly. I should do that real quietly. The reason why I'm taking my time is because I want to really just give a shout of thanks to you, Samantha, because you get it. Get up here and do something for us. All right? The one and only Samantha Lindemann. And don't forget to pay for your snacks on the way out.
What's up, everybody? We're still awake. I am. I'm Sam. I had a joke about fake it till you make it. Because ironically, it's like with an orgasm, like if you keep faking it, you literally will never make it. You know what I mean? And then when you do make it, it's so much harder to fake it. And it really, that shit'll really fuck you up. I'm so good at getting detached from a moment and like getting in my head and making it a movie. And being like, this orgasm would be so much better in 45 minutes when I'm by myself. I'm like, it's all for a story. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I get the gift of looking into someone's eyes right now. Just kidding. Who the fuck does that? I guess people in love. Fuck! This is how I want to start. Okay, basically I got booked in a show for tomorrow. And I'm booked at New York, I know you're watching. Tomorrow at like the Sunset Rooftop. That's so scary. At 8, and then next Friday at the Fourth Wall at 10. Anyways, so I'm like, so I have to work on stuff that I've done before or something. How long was that? That was like 3 minutes of me saying what I'm gonna do. That is so funny. I'm like a fucking super villain. So. Fake it till you make it. Okay, women have to prepare for an orgasm. Not all the time, right? Like I want to be like, be hairy, be scary, be yourself. You know what I mean? Easier said than done. You know, like I like to have some things like, okay, that's not gonna fuck me up. Like my own self can fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, damn, so deep. But it's like people who wax any part of your body feel like they can be like so brutally honest, maybe because like you're being vulnerable. But it's like I can't keep hearing, why did you wait so long? You know what I mean? Because it's like I do it for a purpose, and it's like, listen, I wish I didn't have to wait this long. I wish that there was a reason, like sooner. Like if we're being honest, how are you? How's your fucking sex life? I think we should make a vibrator that looks like a gun, and you pull a trigger to activate it. So I feel like men would then like want to have sex with a vibrator involved. You know, it would just make everyone more comfortable, and then they could bring up like, oh, I love guns, and you're like, I know, keep using it, shut the fuck up. It would be a double whammy. Speaking of guns. Like, if I ever, which I feel like this is statistically very unlikely, see a drag queen with a gun, I'm gonna put my shit down, run to the fucking big 5x1, join them. Because we probably want to kill the same people. And it's like, at least we're doing it in style. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so fucking tired of the white hoodie, pale skin, Edward from Twilight vibes, fucking weirdo. Just fucking stop. Seriously. Just stop. I feel like they should stop shooting people. Let's just think about that for a second. This is not at all what I was gonna say, you know what I mean? But sometimes whenever I talk, that's the thing, like when we say like, when I hear the words rape, shot, molest, like I know that on stage, like there's gonna be a funny around it, but it's like I see it as like this like fucking hitting me, like these balls of light, and I'm like, people are getting shot. And we're alive, and I'm here to talk about it, you know what I mean? Do you ever get that moment? I just had that. Anyways, so you know when teachers tell you that they have a big surprise and they sit you down and you're like, okay, this is gonna be one awesome field trip. Oh my god, chocolate pudding is gonna be twice a week. Okay, we're getting 3 green bags so Sammy G and Sammy F can stop fucking fighting. And she's like, okay, class 304, Miss Jankerson is going to be having a baby! And everybody starts clapping. And like, I didn't realize this till later when I reflected on my genius child brain. But in my head, I was like, ew. Are you even married? Like, I'm 6 years old, but my mom's Jewish, and she said, my mom told me I had to pray to have a baby. And she had me really late, and my sister even later. So when that baby came out, I was like, I am powerful. Because I prayed. Not enough, though. I don't pray enough. Drag queen. Okay, I think if men got pregnant, they would be disgusting about it. Like, they would walk around and be like, 8 months ago. That bitch. You remember. We were at Big Bear. Ooh, chill. He's fucking excited about it too right now. It got fucking weird. Yeah. No, but I've been walking and shit. Yeah. I have a hemorrhoid or two. I was just at a baby shower. My big sister's having a baby. Clap it up. Yeah. You guys give it up easy, little fucking whores. Like, like this, you give it up. No, but I'm really happy she's having a baby. I'm so excited. It's one of those things where you're like, fuck yes, this baby's gonna have a mom. You know what I mean? It's like, nice. But Jews don't do baby showers, so it was my first ever. But I was on a flight, obviously. No, I don't have my driver's license. That's not obvious to everybody. I don't have a driver's license. I'm scared, but I'm also a good citizen. I just keep to myself. But on the flight back, I decided to take my earbuds out and listen because one time I was vaping in the plane bathroom, hour-and-a-half flight. And I count how many times I vape because I'm like, no, it's normal, but I want 3 more. Let me make it like a song. I'm 1, 2, 3. So I'm in the bathroom, I'm like 21. And I walk out and I feel like a little gust come with me on my ear of my aloe grape. And I see a middle-aged blonde woman walking, and I'm like, I've made a dire error. And then the 2 flight attendants come up, and they're like, ma'am, were you doing anything in the restroom? Immediately, I said, yes, vaping. And then I was like, but the sign said no smoking. And he was like, the pilot announced it, and I wanted to be like, well, I don't give a fuck. Like, I know where we're going, I know what we're doing, I don't even hear what he has to say. But I listened this time, and I realized how cute it is that they say, like, put your own oxygen mask on before somebody else's. Like, they think that people still care. You know what I mean? Like, I think okay, great for the selfless, but we need to have an announcement for the selfish, which is please only take 1 oxygen mask, do not take 3 just in case. You know what I mean? 'Cause that COVID toilet paper shit really put things in perspective for me. When they're like running low and everyone's like, I don't give a fuck. Nobody's talking about the coin shortage. I don't care about it. I don't care about it at all. I worked retail. One thing I hate is when comedians come on stage and they're like, yeah, I work retail, like, give it up for retail, like, we're really out there talking about, like, they hype it up like it's the hardest thing in the world. It just, maybe I'm just too good at it. I don't know. I have a fucking great time with people. I'm running jokes. You know what I mean? I'm never off. When people ask me where the bathroom is, I go, up the escalator to the right, or right here. Am I right? You gotta go. You got like weird shit. Like really weird. Like really just like a little ill. And I also learn everybody's fucking name. One time, these guys came in and the security guard walked up to me. And okay, this same security guard, he saw somebody in a Trump jersey and started cheering so loud that my manager came out, thought there was an issue, but it was just him getting really excited. And on Christmas, my apron said, make joy happen. And he was like, how are you gonna do that? You gonna spray the hospitals? You gonna spray the guy? I work at Bath and Body Works. Okay, so I have a room spray. He's like, you gonna spray the hospital? You gonna spray the government? You fucking liberal? You know what I mean? He's like, I had no answer, truly, and you know that really put things in perspective for me. I was like, what am I doing with my life if not, you know, going and spraying my word? But he walks past me, and he's like, just so you know, like those guys are using counterfeit money. And I fought every fucking urge in my body to not tell them to run. You know what I mean? I'm like, y'all are cute. You're dressed well. Get out of here. What are you doing at the Beverly Center? That's like a good joke I could tell. Okay, about my period. I'm pro-choice. But every time I see like a blood clot or a piece of my uterine wall, here's the thing. I'm such a pick-me that even right now I'm talking about it and I'm like, girl. But it's like, it happens once a month. You know what I mean? Like, I'm probably going to talk about it. Anyways, that's me talking to myself. I look down in the toilet, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, sweet girl. Not this much. You know, I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, what color would her hair have been? Anyways, have a good night, guys. I'm Sam.
Doing prom jokes.
You can find me on Instagram at SamLikeTBH. And hopefully on my period this coming week.
And hopefully it comes.
Right.
And if it doesn't, name it after me.
Okay.
That's all I care about. I know that the guys in this room are like, when did this shit just start happening? Colin O'Reilly's like, where's my bike?
I'm Colin O'Reilly right here.
Where are you? There you go. Hey, bring him up. Colin O'Reilly, where's your bike?
I got nervous because I asked Lenny, I was like, you see it out there? He's smoking. He's like, no. Where are you going during my set, Lenny?
I got a piss.
You gonna disappear?
Yeah.
Go right here. We already saw your tits.
We saw your boob. Come on.
Don't disrespect Colin for that. Sit your ass down.
Magic Mike, you said you had the body of God. Got a butter.
The views expressed by me are not that of LA School of Comedy.
Sport Lenny. You can go pee or just...
Yeah.
You pee shamed me. I'm gonna stay.
I also have to go pee.
Give it up for Colin.
Yeah, me. I was totally unprepared. I'm sitting at home with bronchitis for the last like 2 days, just staring at the wall. I know, poor me. So this is all new stuff. I have those Sunday Took Your Advice and Anya's I've been working on regular sets forever. That's the jam. It's awesome.
We didn't record it. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't know it's missing anything. And make it more special. Somebody mentioned kombucha. I have to say, until tonight, I thought that was a band. I saw it everywhere. Very old and out of touch. Shannon, who's left, was talking about fanny packs or neck tattoos. Makes me want to get a neck tattoo of a fanny pack. To see you. I didn't recognize you without glasses. I now understand how Clark Kent and Superman works. I totally buy it. So familiar. I've never seen one of those. Dog boners. Or you could just call them lipstick. That's what we call as a kid. Looks like the dog's taking his lipstick out. It's awesome. No Italian superheroes. The Super Mario Brothers movie just came out. It's an Italian superhero. Yeah, it's pretty good. Instagram ads. Like, how do they know? Does the internet know? Like, I'm thinking of something, and then it shows me an ad for it. That's weird. I think the internet's making us psychic. We know before them do. I'm gonna try it this weekend. I shouldn't say it on the internet if it's not against recording. Doesn't matter. You can order now mushrooms over the internet through weed dispensaries. I think the greatest name for this service should just be Shroom Service. Pretty good. Pretty good. There's citizen's arrest. You can like make a citizen's arrest for somebody. Ooh. You should be able to do a citizen like public spanking. You just see somebody being terrible. Just we're gonna do this. This is just a terrible one-liner. I think I have PTSD because I always get nervous on stage. Post-traumatic stage disorder. Acronym humor. It's great. I don't have a joke for this yet, but this is a real statistic, and it just made me sad. Somewhere there's a joke in here. You guys can tell me I'm not smart enough. But I just was looking up randomly the minimum wage. It was $2 in 1974. Today, it's like 1,000 years later, it's $7. It's gone up $5 the whole time. Like, it's been around. That's just... Why aren't we, like, just setting everything on fire in the streets? I don't know. It's America. Where is this?
Right.
Yeah. I read it on the internet
That's the
today.
federal minimum wage.
In 1974, like, we're going to give everyone a minimum wage, $2. They've raised it $5 since then. It's now $7.
Right.
The government's watching them coming.
A whole substance.
I love that comics I always see out front are smoking cigarettes again. I haven't seen people smoke cigarettes since, like, the 80s. That's the other day. They're $11 a pack. That's crazy. I don't even have a thing for... I do think, like, if kids could smoke, because someone was talking about Amber Alerts, that I think would make them less kidnappable. You know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna kidnap a kid smoking Marlboro Reds. This was I was watching terrible Discovery Channel, like TLC it's called. When I was growing up, it was called the Learning Channel. These were like science shows. Now they're not anything like that. I don't even know what to say about them. But one of them, they did a special on pregnant ladies, on crazy ladies that would attack pregnant ladies and steal their babies. It was like a whole thing. Yeah, super fucked up. But I also kind of understood, like, if I could do that with people's hair, if I could steal someone's hair, no one would be safe. Baby steal that from all of you. I had thought about weird places for open mics. Like, LA is pretty normal. It's kind of weird, I guess. But I was watching, because I watch too much Star Wars. There's, like, the Mos Eisley canteen, the do-do-do-do-do. And then it's just some poor guy doing an open mic there. It'd be a tough room. Medieval times, the restaurant, not the time period, would also be a tough room to do an open mic in. Just jousting in the background. Auctioneers, those guys who talk really fast, like I usually do, would also be... That's how the Micro Machines guy got his big break. No, everyone's so young, like, I don't know who that is. The toughest room for open mics would be, I think, mimes. It would just be all silent, or the box. I saw a mime get trapped in his box and suffocate. I was like, trying to help him. Haunts me. I live in Venice, this is true. I see flyers, I've been seeing a bunch this week for yoga competition. Does everything need to be like a sport and a competition in America? What are you competing? Who can accidentally fart louder while you're stretching? Trash talk, my consciousness is bigger than yours. Downward dog fights. I want to put it past Venice, though. This is true. They have a dog bakery there. Who's eating dogs? That's weird. I don't know. I'm a pescatarian, egotarian. I only fish for compliments. That's so weird. Yeah. If you eat a mythical animal, like if you ate a centaur, would that technically make you a cannibal? I don't know if that's... Yeah. Most of the news now is terrible of just cops for no reason just shooting or beating people. Normally minorities. I looked into how police are hired. There's no real set standard. It's just, I guess, whoever is the most racist and violent, you get the job. Maybe we should rethink it, like a reality show, like Big Brother, maybe like an escape room, just something besides whatever's going on now. Or even like how there's baseball cards, and you have like a player's stats. Cops should have those, like a cop card. Like, he beat 1,000 people last year or whatever. This is like the stats, and they could just wear jerseys with their badge number. I think that would just be, maybe they'd be less prone to just beating up people. Guns. Someone was talking about guns. Like Batman, I hate them. We're stupid and for wimps. People say, how do we stop school shootings? This is an old classic. They say arm the teachers. That's a terrible idea. I think we should arm the children. Schools are super overcrowded. If you give them all guns, no one will go near those places. 40 kids a room. But the future's coming fast. Today it's bullets. Tomorrow it's going to be lasers. They're putting them on fighter jets, tanks, battleships. You know where they're going to put them next? Republicans. We're going to go from guns and ammo to rednecks and ray guns so fast. Sci-fi movies have ruined us. Avatar, Star Wars. There's no gun control in Star Wars. Everyone's just running around shooting lasers everywhere. That's coming to our world. I think we have to make guns less cool. Now they're like black and sleek, like little tiny Batmans. Guys love them. They totally fetishize them. They should have to be painted pink. We should rebrand them Hello Kitty. Because automatic weapons are for pussies. The whole captain. And when you pull the trigger, it shouldn't make a cool sound. It should make like a fart noise. How hysterical would war be? Saving Private Ryan would have been so funny. Just opening scene in Normandy. Or when you pull the trigger, it could just play the pre-recorded screams of kids who've already been killed by automatic weapons. Yes, but that's my time. Thank you guys. Oh, you can find me on Instagram at Colin O'Reilly, but the O'Reillys with a 0. Yes. Or camping in front of Area 51. We'll get the truth, guys.
Always funny. Always funny.
I love that.
Always laughing. And now I want to laugh with the one and only laughter.
Always make it pink, and that's great.
Woman of laughter, Lana Salah.
Hi, everybody. I apologize in advance. I'm a little tired. But I'm here, and I'm Lana. And a little about me. I am born to Palestinian immigrants here in the U.S. If you don't know where Palestine is, I don't blame you. It is a country. It is in the Middle East. Not to be confused with the Mideast, which I am told by a girl I met at a Google party is like Ohio? Her friend told her it was a whole other country. But our national anthem in Palestine is "We Will Rock You." And you can think of us as the Irish of the Middle East because we actually have a lot in common with them. We both have lots of kids. We both were fucked over by the British. And we both love car bombs. But not me. I do not engage in felonious activity, and the only bombing that I do is up here on the stage. And the only people that I terrorize are the ones who owe me money. Seriously. But, because I gotta be careful. I really do have to. I can't be out here just doing reckless shit because they're watching me. And by they, I don't mean the Illuminati or a non-binary person. I mean the TSA. Because somehow I managed to get TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
Yes, me, Palestinian, Lana Salah, with a cousin on the FBI watch list. They gave it to me. So they will never catch me slipping. I will never risk losing that. I won't even tell jokes within 500 feet of an airport. Fun fact, it's actually easier for a 70-year-old man with advanced heart disease to get a multi-million-dollar life insurance policy than for the TSA to give me pre-check. But although I do not commit crimes now, I have committed crimes in the past. Yes, I will confess. And some of them actually were punishable by death at the time. If Sharia law and order were a TV show, there would be at least 4 episodes dedicated to me. Because I was, in fact, a repeat offender. They just couldn't get me to behave. In the Islamic justice system, the people are represented by 2 groups. The men who investigate the crimes and the women who commit them. This is my story. I am one of 10 kids. Usually, I have the most siblings in the room. Of course, I am beat by a Mormon. But, that's because my dad wanted free labor that couldn't unionize. So I have been working since I was 7. And I was also born in the 70s, which means I am fucking tired. I am so ready to be done with this that when men ask me what turns me on, I simply tell them retirement. I just want it all to be over. I just don't want to be working till I die. And I feel like it's creeping up there, you know? But my dad thought it would be a good idea to move all of us from California to Jordan. Which is another country in the Middle East, for those who also don't know geography. And they have a king who is actually not Michael Jordan, right? Because people seem to get that twisted. And that was actually the first place that I committed my first crime punishable by death, losing my virginity. Because they were really strict about that over there, you know? They really were super concerned about that, that hymen. We weren't even supposed to ride bikes or horses because they were scared we would lose it. Women have gotten stoned for that. Yep. And not the good kind, right? The actual, stoning. And although I did lose my virginity, I will say that D was not to die for. So basically my choices were arranged marriage or death. Speaking of which, will someone please explain to me this current obsession that Americans have with arranged marriage? Like, what is this, Love is Blind, Married at First Sight? Like, do you understand how much you people are fucking with me right now? Like, I had to escape a country with the assistance of the American embassy to come here to be like, I'm free. I'm free. And then y'all want to arrange marriage? It sounds cooler when you guys do it here because, all that, but if my situation was a TV show, it would be more like 90 Day Fiancé instead of Love is Blind, right? Because I had guys showing up to trade 3 goats for a green card, Like with all seriousness, not ironically, and I'm just like, wow, it's gonna be at least 5 guys.
Yeah.
At least 5. God damn it! They were gonna sell me for 3 goats, so I had to come here and negotiate for myself. And I'm trying to negotiate on the worst place ever, on these fucking dating apps. Go try to find yourself a husband on these dating apps. Good for you, honey. Good for you, because all I'm finding is just a bunch of excuses to be a general cunt. All I'm finding is men trying to tell me hey baby, where can we go that you'll wear that for me? And I'm like, clearly nowhere with you. but it's either that or I have to go outside. And when I come outside, I'm like, here. I'm sure you guys can understand that doesn't do very quick, And I love you guys. I really do. I appreciate you guys. But here's the thing. Guys trying to tell me what I should do and who I should be with and who I should like, mansplaining to me. You should be with that guy. That guy seems nice. That guy seems nice. And I'm like, I don't remember asking for a vote. My pussy's not a democracy. It's a dictatorship. Okay? And it's actually kind of a Middle Eastern dictatorship. And if you know anything about Middle Eastern countries and the dictators who rule them, you knew that they're all strongmen. Those are the only people that could hold down those countries. Without them, as we have seen, everything descends into chaos and terrorism. And as I said, I have promised that I will only terrorize people that owe me money. Because we can all agree that that is the only valid reason to terrorize another person. Thank you. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at the Lana Salah, S-A-L-A-H.
Beat me, you will not beat me because we have the comedy of Zach Kaplan over here. Come on up, Zach. I'll get a hug. That's right. I missed you too. I didn't see anybody.
What's happening?
Yeah.
You all had a good month so far?
Yeah.
Real shitty. Shitty, yeah, mine's too. A bit frazzled. So we got like what, the 27th or something, and 24th, whatever. We have a few days left till the end of the month. Yeah. And I have not had a manic episode yet. I have like 3 weeks worth of responsibilities I must have done by Monday. Live for that. But yeah, bipolar adulting, it's been weird. I think adulting in general is kind of weird. You know, we're all trying to make our dreams come true. We're all trying to still have friends. You know, having friends as adults is like, it's heartbreaking, man. It's such an investment. But I found a way to streamline this, and I'm going to share it with you. You get your friends together, and you all agree you're going to do some cocaine. Or a drug, right? And you'll have your friends who will say, like, fuck yeah, like, I'm in. Then you'll have some of your responsible friends be like, no, man, it's like not my speed. That's a good friend, whatever. We're adults. I don't need to pressure them into having a good time. But you have to watch out for this sort of person. Notice I say person, not friend. Right as the drugs start to be laid out on the table and you and your friends start to congregate, you might have one person who disappears with this serious obligation for like 20 minutes, right? And then when they return, you watch them do one of two things. They can either be a good friend and say, actually, guys, like, I'm out, sorry, like, just talk to my wife. And then you'll have the friend who will do it with you. And this is a person, like I said, because that guy is waiting, or that person is waiting, to see if the shit was laced and if anyone died. You'll find out immediately. You're so old to fuck with those kind of people. People let us do drugs and die. I'll get in on that. Yeah, it's weird. That's why you hold on to your loved ones, your real friends, tightly, and your family even tighter, despite the dysfunction you've grown up with.
Oh, God.
You know, there's always something in your family that happens that kind of makes you overlook the other shit. In our case, my family's case, it was when my little brother decided to have a couple baby girls. It was a fresh start for us. Family time. You know, we're going to do it right this time. But there's still this undercurrent we have between us where we're just old enough to get in that one last fight. And it's so primal. And it didn't hit me, the severity of how primal it was, until I was with my two cute little nieces in between my brother and I, and we're watching The Lion King. Right. The Mufasa Scar dynamics coming in here. I gave that away because I haven't written a punchline yet. Yeah, but I chose not to kick his ass because we're adults, we've moved on, and we've embraced a growth mindset. And if you're an adult who is not a holier than thou kind of asshole, you'll take wisdom from anyone. I once defended myself in court and won based on the advice I got from a cellmate in a holding tank. And he was on methamphetamines. I got 150 hours of counsel and about 1.5 hours of drug taking. I walked in and I verbatim spit out everything this guy told me, and the judge looked at me like I was an absolute genius. It's all like, I didn't give a fuck that it was all goodwill scoring. It was me. I was the genius. We'll work on that.
Woo! No,
but it did give me an idea this time with my illegitimate attorney. It's another secret I'll let you guys in on with the fake friends filter. You go on a deep dive on Instagram, right? And you look for meth heads generally in a southern demographic with a very low following. And you can't just go on my Instagram and steal my people because I have a fake meth head account. I pulled all of my pictures from this thing I used in 8th, 9th, 10th grade, sometimes 11th, called Vampire Freaks. It was an emo site for horny kids. So my profile picture is that, and that's the only tip that I will give you. But yeah, you want to look for lower followers, the better. That means this person is misunderstood the most amongst their demographic. More genius. You ever see that John Travolta movie? I think it was called Phenomenon. It was about basically a genius in a small town who could bend spoons and whatnot after an accident happened. Oh, yeah. This is real life. This is true, and I found a few of these. I've learned how the entire meditation process in 1 minute. I've learned, insert a bunch of tags that I could learn from methods in less than a minute on Instagram. A whole category for these geniuses. But it did lead me down a dark hole, as most of these do. And I got a little too cocky, too comfortable, a little boring with the meth heads who were just purely intellectuals. And I started looking at their couple followers. And amongst them are the best kind of, actually, let's say, yeah, it's a meth head, different kind of meth demographic, let's say. And in our current content wave that we don't know what to watch, right? We end up resorting to TLC or whatnot. This has been far better than anything when I follow these people. It's like real life Sims. Like I got into Bitcoin so I could send them coins and put them on their mission and follow the story. You know, like TLC has this thing where you can like tweet in an answer of what you want them to do. No, this is real time. You can give them $5 and be like, go to the pawn shop, make the most of this. I'll see the story and I'll direct you. I don't know where it's going to completely go yet. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, that's basically the bones of what I was working on last night. So, find me on Instagram at ZachCap. Thank you all.
Spell Cap.
Koepp.
Officer Metropolis. You know how I am.
Say Metropolis.
God, isn't it so funny, right? Gotta save the best for last.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta have it, gotta make it match though. So I think we got one more person for a few minutes. She's gonna kill me, but it's okay, just for 2 minutes. Let's give it up for Tasha Counseling.
Y'all know I'm not no comedian. I don't know why she do this to me. Like every time I tell you guys my story, it be real shit. And you guys think it's funny. And I'm like, oh man, shit is fucking wicked. Sitting here listening to everybody, you're talking about the meth, and you were talking about the titties. You were talking about the hair, and then you're talking about dating. It's a struggle here in LA. But it had me thinking, sitting over there, like, damn, being a Jersey girl.
I'll be lucky.
Man, let me tell you, the struggle is real. The struggle is really real. Okay, so Jersey, I don't know if you know, is the Garden State is beautiful. Mm-hmm. However, it's very small. It takes about an hour and a half to get through. But there's so many damn towns in the state. But if you go to Newark, New Jersey, shoot 'em up, bang, bang. That's where I'm from. I'm from the hood. I'm from the hood and I'm proud. But let me tell you, I'm very diverse, okay? You can put me in any room. But I saw some shit. Like, as I'm talking, listening to you guys, I'm like, damn, I saw some shit as a kid.
Right.
Like, crackheads in the alleyway. Making deals, like, going into some friend's house, they ain't got shit in here, and then the refrigerator. And then here I'm on the White House on my block. I was the White House.
Right.
Everyone was like, you guys were bougie, you guys had everything. You know, I was privileged. A lot of people, when they see me, they're like, damn, I remember you couldn't come off the stairs. Recently, I just went to a high school reunion. Okay, it wasn't even my high school reunion. It was my brother's high school reunion. But I always wanted to be like, I was always in people's business. You know, when I was a little kid, I was an annoying little girl. So that's why I saw a lot of shit that I wasn't supposed to see.
Right.
Okay, so crackheads, fighting every other day, going to school with bats, pregnant at 13, pregnant again at 15.
Damn.
Damn, right? Straight A student, though. I was a straight A student. Went to school, got my education. But bad shit crazy. Bad shit crazy. And now my ex is sliding through my DM. I said, why is he hitting me up? And he knows, I'm like, okay, it's been 17 years. But I'm like, do you know I broke my hand on your face? Damn. 2 pins in my hands. I'm telling you.
True story. Whoa.
No, true story.
Yeah, don't
do it. Cheated, done had a baby. And then you want to slide back in my DM. Like, do we need to go back? Like, you know, I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I mean, I progressed. You know what I'm saying? I progressed as a woman. I mean, I'm not, I have a lot to lose, so I think about those things. But at 18, 19 years old, fuck that shit.
Right.
You fucking cheat on me, I'm a fucking...
Fuck you up.
I'm a burn the house down.
Burn it down.
I'm going to burn it down.
Burn it down.
Burn it. And lock the doors. I ain't going to forget. I'm going to lock the doors.
Nice callback. Yeah, good callback. And she said she's not a comedian.
It was just a sit and just, the reflection of life. And I'm just sitting over like, damn. People be going through some shit. We be going through some shit.
Right.
And you guys come up here and you talk it out, right? This is fucking therapy. This shit is real. Like, I was in the Beta store earlier and I had a whole therapy session. I asked sis, like, what's my copay? I'm like, do I need to pay you for this session? Because this is a real life session. Like, I'm going through something right now. Like, work is slow. What's going on in production? There's a strike. So should I shift? What should I do? And then she's like, we're in like retrograde and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm listening to her. I'm like, yeah. No, I just went in to get my free product. But, I'm just sitting there, talking to her. And I'm like, damn. Shit is crazy. Life is really interesting. It's really, really interesting. Like, damn, you were exposed to a cult.
Yeah.
Damn, you got dicked down by a dog. You shot up in your mom. You know what I mean? Like, you got to deal with TSA. And then you got the politics.
Yeah.
Like, I mean...
I got to deal with these.
And then Argentina. And close to Italy. I'm like, damn, my mom's half Italian. That's where my crazy come from. Sicilian.
And the hand movement.
Bang, bang. What you say? Who said something about a gun? There we go. See how it all comes full circle? All comes full circle. But now I got to figure out the meth situation because I need to find a new hustle right now. So... I might have to go. Hey, backgrounds in biology, by the way. So when they had breaking, I was like, yo, he almost got the formula. He didn't give y'all the whole thing. He fit, some of the things because they can't teach you how to make meth, obviously, on TV. But what was it, Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
When I see a camper now, I'll be like, they cooking. And I want to jump in there and see what they need help with because I got some shit at home. Anyway, I just came up here just to talk some shit. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you need hair and makeup, I'm here for all your beauty needs. And actually, I'm a therapist too, because I'm a beautician. So at Tasha, it counts. Yeah, pour it on to me and I have to pour it on to y'all, Give and take, give and take. Yeah, that's me. So,
we love you. Oh my God. What a crazy night. Ava, How different do you look after Tasha, right? You thought you was black. You know what? I hope you guys had a wonderful night. You guys were watching. Love to you, Cousin Vincent. Go fishing in heaven. I made it back on time, Aunt Barbara. I got here to the show on time, and I told you that Samantha would be on time because she's my girl. If people tell you you're funny, you probably are, but you won't know till you make it from the page to the stage. I'm available for coaching up until I get this movie, and then y'all gonna have to get online to see me. I'm kidding. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.